Welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience.
And you're watching the Samwelb12 Experience.
Hello and welcome in, everybody. Good afternoon, Happy New Year's, and welcome to Boston. It is the Bruins and the Penguins in the showdown, the Winter Classic at Fenway Park. It is going to be an incredible game. The temperature is perfect. It's nice and warm. No snow in the forecast, no rain in the forecast. Should be a beautiful day for the folks out in Fenway Park, and it looks like a wonderful day. We might see some toques on the broadcasters. They got Gretzky in the house as this is being shown on TNT, so the great one in the building. So what's going on, everybody? Morgan, hello there. Gator Ghost, what's up? NotMyCircus. Christine, hello. Joanna, hello there. Hope everyone has had a great New Year's, and thanks for tuning in. AAU Triton, hello as well. So this is going to be a great game. Really excited for the Winter Classic to get going. It's always one of my favorite events of the year. RJ, how's it going on? Welcome in. Oh, Triton dropping a freeze so early. At least I assume that's Triton. There it is. Of course it is. All right, Triton, to kick it off. Happy New Year. A little freeze right out of the game. So this is going to be a good one. Let's get right to the lineups for tonight's game. Now there is one change. Chris Letang is not going to be in the lineup for the Pittsburgh Penguins, but the Pens are going to be putting out Jake Gunzel. He's going to be playing with Sidney Crosby and Brian Rust. On the second line, Jason Zucker with Evgeny Malkin and Ricard Raquel. We got Brock McGinn with Teddy Bluger and Jeff Carter. Then Danton Heinen with Ryan Pooling and Kasperi Kapanen. Ex-Leaf Kasperi Kapanen. Back on the D-line, Marcus Pettersson is in with Jan Ruda. Pierre-Oliver Joseph with Mark Friedman. Brian Dumoulin and Ty Smith, and Tristan Yari getting the start for the Pens. Jordan, what's going on? Welcome in. NHL season reports. Hello. Good to see you. Happy Monday, January 2nd. Matthew, what's going on? Monty finally got his Winter Classic. So nice to see him healthy now. Hope he stays on the path. Yeah, hope everybody stays healthy. For the Bruins, who the Bruins are putting out there, we're going to see such an all-star top line. Brad Marchand with Patrice Bergeron and Jake DeBrusk. Then you got Pavel Zacha with David Krejci and David Pastrnak. Taylor Hall with Charlie Coyle and Trent Fedoruk. And then Nick Foligno with Thomas Noisek and Craig Smith. Back on the blue line for the Bruins, Hampus Lindholm with Charlie McAvoy. You got Matt Grzelcyk and Brendan Carlo. Then Derek Forbert with Connor Clifton. And Linus Ullmark expected to get the start for the Bees today. It's going to be a pretty good one. Of course, just the other day, they were showing some highlights from around the park. And David Pastrnak, if you don't know, his nickname is Pasta. Pastrnak gets a little statue of himself made out of spaghetti and sauce. So it was pretty awesome. There was a pasta sculptor who put together this nice little piece of artwork for David Pastrnak. So I thought that was really cool. Today we have a doubleheader. This is our first game of the back-to-back, bringing you the Winter Classic. Coming up later at 6:30 today, it's the quarterfinals as Canada is going to be taking on Slovakia. So that is going to be game number 2. I got to raise my chair up here. Falling down a little bit. How do these two teams stack up? Well, they are both pretty good squads, but Boston definitely the better of the two, averaging 3.8 goals a game to Pittsburgh's 3.3. Pittsburgh sitting at 3 goals against per game, 2.2 for Boston. Boston was number 1 in the league for goals against. Toronto was right behind them at number 2. Shots allowed per game, you can see there, Boston really getting in there, just ahead. Pittsburgh 32.2, and then, of course, Boston with 35. Shots on goal, 29 for Boston, 33, so Pittsburgh getting some more shots. Pittsburgh not as good on the power play and the penalty kill. Boston has the advantages there. So these two teams do stack up well. They do stack up nicely, but I have a feeling it's going to be Boston who's going to come out on top, because the Bruins, they've been unstoppable this season. They absolutely have been unstoppable. When they kicked it off, I had them pegged to really fall down the list. I did not think the Bruins were going to be atop the Eastern Conference this year with all the injuries they've had. And they've really done it. They've exploded, sitting at 28-4-4. Of course, Pittsburgh 19-11-6. Boston, just they can't be stopped right now. They absolutely can't be stopped. When you look at the league as a whole, as this opens up, Boston is just absolutely crushing it. Number 1 overall in the NHL with 60 points already. 60 points coming into the new year. Carolina just behind them with 56, and then Toronto at 52. When you go to the Eastern Conference, of course, those are all the tops in the Eastern. If you look at the Western Conference, you have Dallas and Vegas tied at 52 points, LA at 48. So the top teams in the East just absolutely crushing it. Excuse me. EC3, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming in and joining us today. Now the game is going to be getting going in a little minute. They're going to bring out the teams, have a little bit of the festivities as they're looking large here at in Boston, Fenway Park. Anthony the Mullerman knows a little bit about Boston. What's up, Anthony? Fenway, the best venue. Anthony, have you had an opportunity to catch a game? Obviously not a hockey game, but a baseball game over in the park. It's pretty cool. It's a beautiful one of the old classic stadiums still there. You'll see today a lot of the players, excuse me, a lot of the players put the black under the eyes like the football players to help with the sun. It is going to be a bright, sunny day there today. Of course, as it starts moving into the afternoon, as the sun comes down, the lights come on. So getting used to the change in lighting will take some adjustment from the players. Of course, they are both supporting the awesome kind of retro jerseys today. Boston has the old Boston with the cat on the front, which looks nice. It's a dark black jersey, or is that brown? Dark brown with the yellow stripes across the bottom and the top looking really snazzy. The Pittsburgh ones also looking really, really nice. Baseball at Fenway, 2 minute count, nice, sat everywhere, awesome. Yeah, it's one of the parks I'd love to get to at some point. One of the originals. Didn't get a chance to get to old Yankee Stadium. Was also up there. Pittsburgh going with the classic P design for the jerseys today. Always nice to see. As we expect, as this game gets going, it's going to be awesome. You got Crosby and Malkin going at it, and one of the big stories has to do with ex-Penguin, the ex-Penguin. You know his name, Jaromir Jagr. Jaromir Jagr. Let me bring up the stat because Jaromir Jagr, he's playing out. He's still playing out overseas. The Czech legend. He turned 50. He turns 51 in February. Played more than 17 minutes. Registered 2 assists in the top Czech line for his club. They beat the champions, and Jagr has 5 points in 5 games so far. At 50 years old, Jagr 5 points in 5 games. So he's still playing unbelievably well. So that's cool. Beautiful sunny day at Fenway. It is packed, absolutely packed stadium there. They're getting ready to start the festivities and get this going. Man, what a crowd! What a crowd! They're showing the park right now. Coming out, the Boston Bruins, when they showed up at the park today, they came in the old Boston Red Sox throwback jerseys. So they got off the bus, they walked in the Red Sox unis, which was really, really cool. Super cool idea, paying honor to the Red Sox. There was also some shots the other day, if you saw on social media, some of the Bruins looked like they were taking batting practice out there on the field, which was awesome. Hayden, what's going on? Welcome in. Again, Happy New Year's to everybody. Thanks for joining us here on January 2nd, this Tuesday afternoon, game 1 of the double header. This game is going to get going. Puck drop is probably going to be in about 15 minutes or so. They're about to come back, do all the team introductions, and have some fun. And of course, the anthems to follow as well. We will bring all of the stories, all of the action as they're getting ready. You know, one of the things the Winter Classics have been memorable with over the years, one of the memories it's created, is the goaltenders coming out with the toques on top of the helmet. And I believe it was, God, it was the very first, one of the first Winter Classics we saw that, where the goaltenders came out with the toques on, and it just looked absolutely incredible. Are we going to have Dina available for the Canada game tonight, just in case? I don't know, Jordan. She's going to be doing double duty herself, running the kids to hockey practice tonight. So we'll have to see. Hopefully Canada doesn't require the assistance that we needed the other night, just before the holidays. As Canada's been on a tear. Of course, we'll talk about Canada lots, but Connor Bedard just absolutely lighting it up, about to break the goals record, about to break Eric Lindros's point record. So nice to see what's going on there. But keeping it to the Winter Classic, keeping it to Boston and Pittsburgh. You know, we often have the conversation: how long can Pittsburgh keep this unit together? You know, Crosby and Malkin and team have been together for many, many years. Gunsel, of course, getting in there. They're still signed for the next couple of years. I'm not sure if everybody's aware, but Crosby is signed through to the 24-25 season. Of getting Malkin, who's 36, is signed through to 25-26. So Malkin pretty much signed through to being about 40 years of age. So those two locked up a long time, as is Brian Rust and Ricard Raquel. Those two also locked up for a long time. So Pittsburgh has a good core that they don't need to worry about. So that's really good. It's more on the defensive side that over the next couple of years, Pittsburgh's going to have some contracts coming up. All right, they're about to bring out the teams. They're rolling. There is a little bit of a wind blowing in Fenway Park today, but it's really, really nice. So they're going to do, of course, their little opening sequence, and then we'll bring the intros to you live. There's Morgan bringing in the redemptions. Love it.
I'm sure you've heard me.
So this is very exciting. I don't know about you guys, but the Winter Classic for me has always been a tradition. Always a bit of a tradition. One of the games I love to watch, regardless who's in it year over year. It's always a good game, and it's just a lot of fun. It's something cool that the NHL has started for a long time now. For a long time. Let's see. Let's see if we can find the very first year. The Winter Classic. It's been held 13 times. Wow. So I guess this is number 14, which is pretty cool. Winter Classic has been absolutely incredible. Let's see. Trying to look and see if there's any good Winter Classic stories. So it started way back 2018. The Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the Buffalo Sabres. And sorry, not 2018, 2008. 2008, Buffalo and Pittsburgh went at it. So Pittsburgh involved in the inaugural one. In fact, Pittsburgh has been in one, two. Is this their third? Third. This is Pittsburgh's third time in the Winter Classic. Boston, the Bruins themselves, they've been in it 1, 2, 3. So this is the Bruins' fourth time. So both these teams are not new to the idea of playing outdoors. Football, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. And in case you are looking forward to where it's going to be held next year, the Winter Classic next year in 2024 is going to be held at T-Mobile Park, where the Seattle Mariners play in Seattle. It's going to be the Vegas Golden Knights versus Seattle Kraken. So that is very exciting. Now, most of these games, the Winter Classics, have been played on New Year's Day. The exception is in 2012, 2017, and 2023. These were all played on January 2nd, and that is due to New Year's Day falling on the Sunday. So that's a very interesting fact. Chris, what's going on? Welcome in, Chris, our amazing travel partner from Cloud9 Getaways. Hope you are doing well, my friend. So Boston leading the appearances with 4 in the 3 games they've played prior to today. Boston is 2-1. Pittsburgh, this is their third performance or third appearance. They are currently 1-1. So both these teams have a win under their belt. Of course, Boston tied with Chicago for the most amount of appearances. Chicago, though, not having any luck in the Winter Classics. They are 0-4. So here come the Pittsburgh Penguins. They're making the announcements. They're talking about how they performed in past. Lucas, how's it going? Welcome in. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. So Eddie Olczyk in the booth on TNT, which is pretty awesome. So just to show you how these games have done, it was last year, it was picked up by TNT. Last year's Winter Classic did 1.36 million views. The biggest Winter Classic of all time looks to be in 2011. 450 million views, which is absolutely incredible. And in 2011, those teams, it was Heinz Field, it was the Washington Capitals and the Pittsburgh Penguins. The biggest crowd we've seen so far was in Michigan Stadium for the Leafs versus Detroit Red Wings. 105,491 people, the biggest event by far. Just behind that, it was the originating Winter Classic in Buffalo, had 71,000 people. And there was a couple 67,000. Oh, there was Notre Dame Stadium, Boston, Chicago, 76,000. Dallas, Nashville, and the Cotton Bowl, 85,000. So definitely some big crowds. And here come the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Pens, walking out in their yellow, big bright yellow numbers, their big yellow helmets, off-white sweater, off-white socks, quite styling jerseys. And here come the Bruins walking out, the black and yellow, looking real good with the Bear logo on the front. Of course, huge crowd in attendance today. We'll wait to get the official attendance records, but here they come. Down to the ice. They're coming in. Anthems will be next. I'm super excited for this game. As I mentioned, this is always a tradition of mine. What do you think of the Leafs versus Avalanche? Yes, Hayden, that was quite a game. The Leafs and Avs, quite an incredible game on New Year's Eve. The Leafs coming out on top, a big win. Again, a little disappointed in what Austin Matthews had to do. He was not, even though he got a goal, I was not impressed with Matthews' effort coming around. But yeah, good win, big pickup. We'll be live with the Leafs and the St. Louis Blues tomorrow night. So that's going to be a good game. The rematch from just about a week or so ago. So it's going to be absolutely incredible. So when they come back from commercial, they're going to get going. If you haven't already, do me a favor, hit the share button, share the stream out. Let's get it out there on social media. Of course, the game will actually pick up once this gets going. And where are we? About 10 minutes time now. They're going to come back. They're going to do the anthems, and then they'll be rocking and rolling. I expect this to be a good game. Whenever Boston and Pittsburgh get together, it is always a really good game. 1 second. There we go. So, one thing we have to look forward to when this Winter Classic game goes on is the weather, how the weather comes into play with the sun and the shadows and all that. We've seen them in the past when it gets a little crazy. What they've done is they've done, the whole first period one way, the whole second period the other way, and then halfway through the third period, they do switch sides again just to keep it fair, keep it even. So that's what we'll be looking to see if they do that again today. So they're getting ready to rock and roll. Here comes the public address announcer. Let's hear what he has to say. I'll see if we can turn this up. Let's see what they were going to say. Oh, it's going to be the Boston Pops Orchestra playing. That's awesome. We're going to turn that down a little bit because I don't know what they're going to play. So very cool. You should share your amazing news and show the sandwiches. Sure, yeah, Chris. Let us know. What's the news? So here comes the Penguins. The fireworks are going off. The Boston Pops Orchestra is playing. The Penguins are coming out. Excuse me. They're getting some booze. So here they come out onto the ice. What they've done is they have the walkway where they come and take their skate guards off, and then they have an ice path that they skate down. It's actually a mini baseball field that they come down to. That's pretty cool. And here come the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins coming out to some applause. Big cheers to the Bruins as they come out on this little practice ice they've set up shaped like a baseball diamond. So they're going to have the teams kind of line the foul lines, if you will, it looks like, for the anthems. So really kind of a classy move here. They are certainly taking their time. No toques on the goaltenders yet. So it's like a baseball diamond formation. You can see kind of in the background here, they have one team lined up on, wait, let's see if I can do this. One team lined up along the far side, the other team lined up here, almost like the foul lines, which is very cool. And here comes the Boston University ROTC with the flags. They have the military soldiers lined up along the scoreboard. Of course, the scoreboard populated with all the games going on in the NHL today to put the scores up. We're welcoming. Oh, it's Belle Biv DeVoe! Belle Biv DeVoe coming out to sing the U.S. national anthem with the Boston Pops. Logan, what's going on? Now, unfortunately, I don't have a link. We can't show you the game live. Belle Biv DeVoe out to sing the national anthems. That is awesome. Very, very cool. Never did I expect that I would see Belle Biv DeVoe out singing the national anthem. And here's a huge United States of America flag draped over the green monster. Wow, that is one of the biggest flags I think I've ever seen. The soldiers saluting in front of it. What a great, great piece of imagery. Belle Biv DeVoe is pretty good, actually. They're no boys to men, but they're pretty good here. Wearing all white. They got the toques in the back pockets. The Boston Pops Orchestra is so exciting. They're all out with the Winter Classic scarves, some of them with the toques as they're playing along. Lots of violins, lots of flutes.
Let's go!
Coming in with the subscribe. Thank you so much for joining our channel and subscribing and becoming a part of it. As you do come in, hit that like button. We would appreciate it. The likes help get it out. And here come the Jets for the flyover. Very cool. Belle Biv DeVoe singing the anthem, the Jets with the flyover, the huge U.S. flag. What a way to set the stage for this Winter Classic to get underway. So the anthems are done. We're waiting for their players to make their way over to the big rink. And there's some confusion because it's like they don't know where to go. The military that was carrying the flags are walking across the ice. They're not walking across the red carpet. A couple more guests coming out. Jason Varitek and Tim Wakefield making their way out. Varitek and Tim Wakefield, the crowd erupts for them. Paul, how's it going? Welcome in. Derpy, welcome in. Here's a couple more legends coming out. Johnny Busick coming out. Johnny Busick and Zdeno Chara making their way out onto the carpet. Wow, Chara looks like he could easily get in there and play today. He is so big. We know he just hung him up, but he still looks in great shape. Here comes 8-time Norris Trophy winner, 2-time Conn Smythe winner, number 4, Bobby Orr. That is awesome. Bobby Orr in the house. Arguably one of the greatest of all time. Bobby Orr. Wow. Good to see Bobby Orr with Busick and Chara standing together. So Bobby Orr at the pitcher's mound is going to drop the puck. Here come the captains from each team. Getting ready to drop that puck. Awesome. So cool. Paul, I appreciate it. Good to see you. So they didn't actually drop the puck. They're just all of a sudden shaking hands. That was weird. Nobody came out with a puck. So a little bit of a goof up. Nobody came out with a puck, so they can't actually drop a puck for the ceremonial face-off. There it is. Somebody's giving Bobby Orr the puck. It's a puck pitch. Bobby Orr with a stick in hand. He's going to shoot the puck. Varitek, he's going to grab it. Bobby Orr shoots the puck. Varitek scoops the puck off the ice. That is an interesting twist for the ceremonial first pitch, if you will. Bobby Orr to Varichek. And they're all having a good laugh, a good chuckle out there with the puck pitch. Face-off is coming up when they return from this commercial break. Very nice twist here on the Winter Classic to get the ceremonies off. Good to see Bobby Orr there, always exciting. So let me know in the chat, who do you guys want to win? Are you going for Pittsburgh or you want Boston? I know a lot of you may not like either team. I know for me, I'm going for the Penguins. I need the Penguins to win. I don't want to see Boston win. As a Leaf fan, I can't cheer for Boston. So I'm going for Sidney Crosby and the Penguins. Of course, Crosby given the Order of Canada just the other day. So that's huge, huge news coming out of here. Derpy's the Pens fan. All right, going for the Pens. That's going to be it'll be nice. It'll be good to see what Pittsburgh can do here. Morgan's going for the Pens, dropping the case logo. Triton, of course, you're going to go for the Bruins, aren't you? I know you are. EC3 is going Boston, 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 Boston all the way. Nice. It'll be good to see which one of these teams can come out. Joanna's going for the Pens. Nice. So there's a good mix. We got a good mix. Triton's going to drop the redeemed cheer.
Yeah.
The game hasn't even getting started, and Triton's already wants me to cheer for Boston. I was saying just before this game came on, I don't have a Boston or Pittsburgh jersey to get in here, but I'm going for the Pens because, well, we're going to meet Boston in the playoffs, and I need Boston to start getting beat up a little bit here. But it's going to be good. Oh, we better make our Tim Hortons picks as a couple games are getting off this morning. So if you got the Tim Hortons app, get your picks in. Don't be like me and always subscribe. I got a couple of games win streak going on. Nope, I lost last night, so my win streak is over. All right, we're gonna go. Should we go? Wow, I don't have a lot of good choices here. Let's go Troy Terry as pick number 1. We're going to go Frank Vetrano as pick number 2. And pick number 3. I already missed the Pittsburgh-Boston game, so I can't get in on that. We'll go Samuel Girard, pick number 4. Or pick number 3. All right, Tim Horton picks are locked in for this afternoon. They're back from commercial break. They're circling the ice. They're getting ready to drop this puck. Of course, the meetup these two teams had November 1st, Boston took it 6-5. So if that holds true, we're going to be in for a lot of scoring. Let's flip over to our game screen and we'll get this updated and get ready to rock and roll. So the goaltenders are in net. They're ready to go. Going to refresh this on ice board. Always needs a little kick in the pants to get the game started. We're ready to drop the puck. They're at center ice. Go Hockey, go. The Marchand line is out there first. The Crosby line is out there for the Penguins. And thank you, new subscribers, for coming in this morning. And there we are. It's game on. The puck is dropped. And we are underway here in Boston. It looks really weird because they still have the animated boards, ads up on the boards for TV. And it looks brighter than the ice. Pittsburgh coming in. They're going to be turned aside, trying to get going here in the early moments of this game. We got some new technology we're going to be able to display here. Get this up. There we go. We should be able to, you now should be able to live track what's happening in this game. Now we'll have to see how this works in terms of timing. Here comes Pittsburgh. Your Boston, they're going to throw it in. So it is already a little ahead, but that's okay. We get a whistle down. So this little box at the bottom, it's going to tell us where the puck is moving, but it's a little ahead of the feed. So we'll bear with it. That's okay. It'll at least give us an idea of what is coming. So thanks for coming in. As you do come in, hit that like button. We'd really appreciate it. So we got a face-off. Boston getting in there. Here's the puck. Drop it. It's dropped. The Bruins have the puck. Coming around, they're going to flip it down the ice. Pittsburgh Stealing both teams, little turnovers back and forth. And it goes into the bench and another quick whistle. So lots of back and forth action, some quick whistles off the top. It's going to be interesting to see how this board is going because it certainly is way ahead of our actual feed. Here we go. Puck dropped. Boston's going to draw that one back. Here come the Bruins. Working it in. Hard to tell. The jerseys, the colors are so similar. It's going to take a little bit to get used to these jerseys. Here's a big hit around the boards. Battling on the side. Holding it in is Boston. Pasternak with the puck. Pasternak coming in. Going to bring it around the side. Skating around behind the net. Big forecheck here for the Bruins. Bruins kick it out. Can't hold it in. Yes, they do. Just at the line. Throw it back in. It's turned over to the Pens. Penguins trying to hit their man leading. That's going to go to the length of the ice and be an icing call. So as they're moving back and forth, the passing is a little sloppy as I expected it would be in the early moments. But good play here for both teams. Of course, they have a lot of players that are going to be mic'd up throughout the afternoon and a lot of funky camera angles. They got the goaltenders have some cameras on them. We'll see what kind of angles we get to see. Puck is dropped back in action. Boston with it, moving around. Here comes Boston, bringing it into Pittsburgh zone behind the net. Really working through it. Boston's coming away with the puck. Bergeron passing it back around. Forward keeps it in. Back around behind the net. Looks like Marchand in the corner. Comes back to the point. Holding it in. Quick shot towards the net. That's going to be deflected just wide. Pittsburgh's going to come up and dump this one out and down the ice. It's so weird to see these jerseys the way they look. Here comes Boston. Boston finally gets a shot in on net. Working through. Jordan's dropping the freeze. Oh, no. Get the freeze on. Here comes Boston circling around. Pittsburgh all over them. Hacking away. Here they come. Malkin takes a hit. Carter in there. He's going to move it up. Pittsburgh's going to move through the neutral zone. Here comes Boston. These jerseys are so bizarre. It's taken a lot to get used to. Here's Pittsburgh going to go off the boards. Boston holding it down, keeping it in. Turned over. Pittsburgh with the puck. Here's Pittsburgh circling around. Long pass. Going to dump it in. The dump and chase is on. Right on the Boston goaltender, Ullmark. Coming up the sideboards. Here comes Boston now. Working it back. Playing it around. Pittsburgh's going to pick up the loose puck. Very sloppy play. No set plays. Really, it's dump and chase. Everybody's scrambling to get the puck. Here comes Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh out of the zone. Bringing it into the Boston end. Finally, Pittsburgh getting some pressure. And they turn over the puck. They pick it up. Oh, Pittsburgh. Right back. Quick shot on net. And there's a nice stop by Ullmark. Ullmark going to show up and get the glove down on there. Wow, end-to-end action as they are going back and forth. And Ullmark makes the save. So it's funny. Pasternak comes on. Pasternak bringing the shades on. Takes the shades off. Hands them over to a fan in the crowd. Nice to see Pasternak getting involved with the crowd. Thank you, new subscriber coming in. Really appreciate that. Braden, what's going on? Welcome. Go Boston. Got the Bruins fans here. Love it. Waiting for the drop. There it is. Pittsburgh, they're going to win that. Back to the line. They're going to throw it in, looking for the tip in front. It goes to the corner. Trying to get in there is Danton Heinen. Heinen can't get it. Here comes Boston. Boston walking out. Little dipsy-do puts it on net, and Yari makes the save. In the corner, Pittsburgh trying to take it away from Boston. They do. Here's Pittsburgh. Long pass up. Pittsburgh trying to work their way in. They're going to dump it in. The chase is on. Both these teams playing a dump and chase style game. Comes all the way around. Here comes Pasternak. Pasternak loses the puck. Pittsburgh catches Boston on a line change. Stepping in. Tries to feed it into the slot. Pittsburgh shoots. Great save by Ullmark. Beauty of a save. Here comes Boston with the puck. Again, if you are just joining us, welcome. This is game one of our doubleheader. We're going to be back at 6:30 this afternoon with Canada and Slovakia. of the quarterfinals of the World Juniors. Boston going to work it in. They're going to dump it in, and the chase is on again. Hall can't get there first. Comes all the way around. Pittsburgh going to send it up. Can't do it. They turn it over in the neutral zone. Boston on the attack. Bringing it in. All the way down. Here we are, Fenway Park. It's a beautiful day for hockey. Gonna dump it in. Boston steals it, coming right up the gun, trying to get past the goaltender. Can't do it. Pittsburgh steals. Here comes Pittsburgh on the attack now. They're working it in. They're gonna dump it over. Taking a long look, sharp angle shot. That's gonna miss the net and go wide. Not a lot of shots in the first 6 minutes or so. 3 for Pittsburgh, 2 for Boston. Here's another quick shot. That's gonna go to the corner. Picked up there by Marchand. He's gonna get it ahead. Boston's gonna take a bit of a bump there, as it was Frederick. Gonna put it in. Boston, Grzelcyk picks it up and starts the rush. Boston on the way. Bergeron's gonna tip it ahead. All the way down. Pittsburgh has to go in and get there first. They're gonna send it around the boards. Stolen by the Bees. Boston coming, trying to put it into the slot. Can't do it. Comes back to the line. High slot. There's a shot right on net, and it's kicked aside. Nice save by the goaltender. Here comes Boston. Or sorry, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh working their way down. It's turned over yet again. Here comes Boston. Foligno takes a quick shot. Yari, quick saves there. Malkin goes flying as he trips over Yari's stick. Boston trying to feed it through. Can't get there. DeBrusk tried to put it through. Here comes Pittsburgh now. They're going to put it to an open side, and Pittsburgh on the way. On the go with CeeLo. What's going on? Welcome in. Anytime Sam says Crosby, we boo. That's funny. Here's Allmark. Looking real good so far in the early moments of this game. Boston trying to get it out. It's stolen again by Pittsburgh, putting it in the slot, and they can't get it through. It was Jan Rudin making the nice play. Here comes Boston now. Boston sending it through. Taylor Hall getting back in there, trying to pick it up. They're battling for it. Nosek has it. He goes back to the point. Here's Boston. Long shot. That's going to go just wide. Pittsburgh's going to pick it up and throw it around point to point. Long pass, trying to get it up out of their own zone. Now it comes back, and they're going to slow this one down. Jan Ruda has the puck for Pittsburgh. They're going to start it, passing it up. Long pass. Crosby tried to hit the breaking man. Tried to go back to Crosby. No luck. Here comes Boston. Boston picking it up all the way down, and it's going to be stolen by the Pens goaltender, Tristan Jarry. There's a bit of a hit from behind, just off camera in the corner. Pittsburgh trying to pick it up and walk in. They're going to get there and cycle it back around. Long shot, and that's going to be stopped at the side of the net by Allmark. Great play coming out early in the early moments of this game. Both teams putting on some pressure. It's a little sloppy, but it's looking real good. They're going to go to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming in. If you're new here, my name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience. Thanks so much for choosing to come hang out with us this afternoon here. January 2nd, as we're watching the Penguins and the Bruins for the Winter Classic. Really appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out. Now, if you don't mind, as you do come in, hit that like button. We're 12 likes away from 50. We got 63 people here. Hit that like button. Help us get up to 50 likes. Really, really appreciate it. Depending on where you are located in Ontario, it is on Sportsnet, and I believe in the US it is covered by TNT. So those are the only two networks I know that are carrying it. Unfortunately, due to copyrights, we're not allowed to actually show the game. Otherwise, we would get our channel taken down in a heartbeat. So appreciate you guys hanging out. We're going to have a lot of fun all afternoon. Of course, this is game one of our double header, and we are going to see Canada and Slovakia go at it later this afternoon. Thank you, EC3. Appreciate that so very, very much. Lynn, what's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. So it's going to be a good afternoon. Hopefully, I'm going for Pittsburgh myself. We got lots of Boston fans here, lots of Pittsburgh fans here. As a Toronto fan, we are going for Pittsburgh. So they're just coming back from commercial break, get this game back underway. Again, a lot of sloppy play here in the early moments. There was some concern about the quality of the ice, but it looks okay so far. It looks really good. So Allmark has been sharp, as has Yari in the few shots they faced. Puck drop in the Boston zone. Pittsburgh wins that back to the point. Going to throw it, looking for the deflection in front. Boston's going to pick it up. Penguins trying to play it around. There's a shot and another great save by Allmark. Coming around, trying to play it back to the point. Pittsburgh moving the puck around nicely. Here's a quick shot, and that's going to get stopped. Pittsburgh dumping it back in. Now it's picked up by Boston. Boston trying to move it out. Can they get it out? Marchand has it. No, they cannot get it out. The 6th outdoor game for Crosby and Malkin when it's combined. Wow. Crosby, some nice hands, making a nice pass in front. And again, Allmark's got to get in there and make the stop. So it's a little backwards how they have it set up. Currently, the way it's going right now is Boston is actually going from right to left, and Pittsburgh is going from left to right. So it's a little confusing how they have it set up on the graphic, but that is okay. So a nice glove save there by the Boston keeper. Pittsburgh has an offensive zone draw. Scramble draw, Malkin in front, quick shot. Nice save there by Allmark. Back to the point. Patterson's going to take that shot. That's going to hit a leg and come out. Boston's going to chase it down. Here comes Boston. They're working in. Boston, pass in the middle. Could not connect. Krejci going to get it out. No, they can. Here's Pittsburgh coming down far side. It's Malkin. Can he turn the corner? He can't, but he makes a great shot and a great save there by Allmark. Boston turning the other way now. End-to-end action. A long shot, and there's Yari going to glove that and make the save. Both teams going back and forth, nonstop, working through the crowd. Just incredible. Malkin with a beauty play. He couldn't turn the corner, couldn't quite move it around. But a great play by Malkin to tip it past the Boston defender. Got it around Grizzly, came in, but just could not get all the way around for a good quality shot. So here it is, Boston with a face-off in Pittsburgh zone. Pittsburgh's going to win that. They're going to have it on the side. Boston working them over quite hard. But Pittsburgh able to get it out down the ice. This should be an icing call. And yes, it's going to come all the way back down into Pittsburgh territory. 1 X-Leaf on the Bruins, 1 X-Leaf on the Pens. X-Leafs everywhere. Morgan, everywhere the X-Leafs go, they end up playing really well. So it was really cool when Boston first got to the rink. They were wearing old school Red Sox unis, jerseys, pants, socks, and they were throwing the ball around. So very little nice tribute there by the Bruins to show up, paying some homage to the Red Sox. Thank you, subscribers, coming in, putting us up to 4130. Really, really appreciate that. One thing I love about the Winter Classic is the cool coaches' jackets they wear. The college-style jackets. They got the black with the logo, the yellow sleeves, looking sharp. Puck's dropped. Pittsburgh with it. They're going to dump it down the ice. Trying to cut through to the net. That's poked away. Great play there by the defense, Derek Forbort of the Boston Bruins. Pittsburgh still has it in the zone, working around the side. Stolen by Boston. Here comes Taylor Hall working the way down. Tried to feed it across for Coyle. Can't do it. It's going to come all the way down. Boston has to go back and pick this one up. Purple Queen, hello, welcome in. And Happy New Year to you and everyone. Hope everyone's had a great couple of days. Good start here to 2023. Boston going to dump it all the way down the ice. Picked up by Yari. He's going to send it around. Pittsburgh going to send this down again. The dump and chase game continues. Boston picking it up. So far, they're not able to get sustained pressure. And here's Pittsburgh in the slot with a shot and a quick tip. Wow, Foligno with the tip in front. Or sorry, not Foligno. Rust with the tip in front. And a nice play there by Allmark to make the save. Pittsburgh coming that close, and they are leading now in shots. Here's Boston coming the other way. It's Marchand. He's going to stop. Feeds it back to the point. Quick shot. That's going to be deflected just over the net. Coming all the way down. Boston has to backtrack and pick it up as McAvoy He's going to get it ahead to Grizzly. Grizzly's going to send this in. And we got a whistle. Just over 10 minutes through the first period. It's been back and forth. And we are scoreless. Incredible start to this game. They're going to take another commercial break. Again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon, this early afternoon game for our first game of our doubleheader. We appreciate you coming in and hanging out. If you do come in, as you are coming in, hit that like button. We're 6 away from 50 likes. Really, really appreciate it. As well, hit that share button. Help us get the stream out there. Victoria, what's going on? Welcome in. Love that drawing, the minion. That's awesome. Very, very cool. So Pittsburgh has my vote. They're the one I'm looking to get through here to see what they can do in this game. They need to do something. They need to get going. But Boston trying to shut the door and really, really make some noise and disrupt what they have going on. So hope everyone's having a great afternoon. Appreciate you guys coming in. Normally we do Maple Leaf hockey. Today, here we are. Sam, how's it going? How are you watching the game? I am watching it on Sportsnet here in Ontario. Sportsnet is covering it as well as TNT if you're in the United States. That is how I am watching it here on Sportsnet. I did it for fun as a competition. Oh, it looks great. And as Victoria has done, you are earning points just from being here in the chat. So if you do exclamation mark points, it's going to tell you how many points you have earned. I'm having a blast. I just programmed my house lights to one of those. Nice, Triton. That's awesome. Triton, always with the programming, does great job with the technology. So they're just getting ready to come back and get this game back underway. We got lots to talk about throughout the afternoon. Here we go. Back in action. Pittsburgh going to send this down the ice. Boston's going to send it around. Stolen by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh walking up through the middle. Quick shot by Malkin. Blocker side. That's going to go just wide. In the corner. Pittsburgh still with it. Looking to set it up. Reverse it behind the net. Malkin pumps it in front to the slot. Quick shot off the shoulder of Allmark. That's going to go into the mesh. Wow. Great play there by Pittsburgh. Feeding it out to Jason Zucker, who just absolutely took a beauty of a shot and missed just by an inch. So Pittsburgh getting closer and closer. So far, they have the better opportunities in this hockey game. Back to the point. Here's a long shot. That's again going to be deflected wide. So Pittsburgh absolutely getting the better of the opportunities. Coming out. Boston trying to work it away. Pittsburgh picks it up. Back and forth they go through the neutral zone. Where will it stop? Nobody knows. Pittsburgh going to dump this one in. Back to pick it up is Lindholm. Look out. Almost ran into his own player. Boston with some miscommunication. Long pass across. Here comes Poling. Here comes Pittsburgh. Now going to dump it in, roll it in. Both teams going to make some changes. Back to pick it up for Boston. Here they come. Boston on the way. They're going to bounce it in off the boards. Pasternak tries to send it in front. Comes out. Quick shot. No, they pull it back. Now the shot comes in. And a nice save there by the Pittsburgh keeper. So Boston trying to turn up the gear a little bit. They're getting their action going. So I will say, it does look a little slow. It looks a little bit slow, the way these guys are skating back and forth. 8:33 left to go in the first period. Boston's going to win this draw. Pasternak chips it in. He gets it back. Pasternak dealing around, trying to shovel it towards the net. Everybody misses that. It's going to come aside. Here's Jeff Carter. He's going to play it ahead for the Pens. Penguins can't get it into the zone. Nice job there by Forberg to stand tall at the line. So it looks like the Pittsburgh goaltender is having some trouble with his foot. Tristan Jarry, little uncomfortable there. We're going to have to see how long he's able to remain here in this hockey game. We got an icing call against Pittsburgh. This is going to come all the way down the ice. So Tristan Jarry looking over at the bench, having some conversations and a little bit of discomfort. Nothing happening at the Pittsburgh bench. So there we go. Boston going to win the draw. They're going to put it down into the corner. Jarry's moving very slowly from post to post. Pittsburgh sending it around. This is going to come out and down the ice again. This time no icing as Ullmark comes out to play it. Here it comes Boston. Stepping over the line, working through the middle. Walking through. Quick shot. That goes off the post. Boston trying to go post to post. It's stolen by Pittsburgh. Here's a breakaway. Pittsburgh coming in. Quick shot. And he puts it wide. Oh my God. Gensel on the breakaway. He's done that a million times. And this time he goes off the post and wide. Here's another big shot in through a screen. And Ullmark is going to hang on to that one. So Tristan Jarry still kind of uncomfortable there on the ice. Dallas, what's going on? Welcome in. Wow, Marchand was looking for the tip, but that went just off the post. So we're trying to figure out what exactly is going on with the Pittsburgh goaltender. So he kind of went down and slid across the crease, and he was very slow to get up and looked very uncomfortable. So he is really uncomfortable, favoring the one side. Here's a quick shot. Nice stop by Ullmark. Boston has it coming around. The question will be, how long does Tristan Jarry remain in this hockey game to add a storyline to the drama that always goes on between these two teams?
Oh, yeah.
Triton dropping the cheer. I got to cheer for Boston. Oh, no. Got to cheer for Boston. 3 likes away from 50 likes. If you're just coming in, hit that like for me. We'd really appreciate it. 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Already we got no score, but the Pittsburgh goaltender seems to have tweaked a knee or an ankle. He's really favoring that right leg. So we got another stoppage in play here. So the Pittsburgh, the backup goaltender, doesn't seem to be moving, doesn't seem to be showing any conversation about him getting into this game is taking place. We got a draw at center ice. Here it is. Puck is dropped. Malkin's going to win that one back. Pittsburgh has control. They're going to step over the line, put it in. This one is going to be right on net, and Ullmark is going to hang on to it. With just under 7 minutes to go now, we're going to have a draw in the Boston Bruins end. So one of the things that Pittsburgh has been talking to is to get through Boston and them holding up on the lines is going high, flipping it up and over. So Malkin in to take this draw against Krejci. Getting set. There it is. Krejci's going to win the draw. Boston has it. Going to pass it around. Here comes the Bruins. All the way down at Zacha, and they come in just on the offside. And again, Jarry is just kind of standing there, not really moving as if everything is okay. We don't know if anything has been said to the bench. Andrew, what's going on? Andrew coming in, going with the Penguins. Sam, how much hot chocolate have they sold so far? Dallas, you know what? It doesn't actually look too cold there today. Here's a big shot. That's going to test Jarry as he had to make a huge save. Definitely slow to get up after dropping down and make that stop. Boston's going to come out and down the ice. As I was saying, it doesn't look too cold down there. So I don't know if they'd be they're probably selling more beer than hot chocolate at this point. Dennis, how's it going? Max, the Leafs against the Blues at Toronto. Do you make the game? Dennis, we will be doing the Leafs and the Blues tomorrow night. It's going to be a good game. Behind the net, Pittsburgh with it. Jarry still moving very gingerly, but he's hanging on. Comes all the way back. Carter puts it to the Boston blue line. Boston's going to send this the length of the ice. Now we get an icing call going the other way. Hello, Noah. What's going on? So this is going to come back all the way down the other way. Just because I hate the Bees. Andrew, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. That's why I'm going for Pittsburgh here today. So they're showing a couple other shots of Tristan Jarry. And he's really taking it easy on his right pad, his right leg. Pittsburgh wins that puck back to the point. Long shot looking for the deflection. It's in the slot. Pittsburgh can't get it right through to the net. Rust with a couple opportunities. It comes in there on the offside. It does come back out. Here comes Pittsburgh. Now they're going to step in again. Ruda, he's going to throw that off the blocker side. Pittsburgh keeps it in behind the net. Look out! What a hit there! Who was that? Forbert just absolutely stepped into a Penguins player. Here comes DeBrusk. He's going to go down. He takes the good old-fashioned hip check, and that knocks him off the puck. Love some of the classic hitting that's taking place here. How's Crosby? Crosby really hasn't seemed to be doing much. Here comes Pittsburgh rolling in. Tried to feed it through to the slot. He's had a couple of shifts, but Crosby almost non-existent, to be honest. Malkin has looked much better than Crosby in the early minutes. Look out. Crosby going to the bench. What didn't realize the puck was making his way to him. Almost got caught for the too many men on the ice. 5 minutes to go here in the first period. Picked up by the Penguins. Dumoulin, he's going to work it up. Coming up across. Here comes Pittsburgh. Coming through, trying to crack towards the front of the net. And that's stopped by Allmark. Back to the line. Pittsburgh working it back and forth. Tried to pass across. Bad pass picked off by Zacha. Boston going to send it ahead. Here's Pasternak. Pasternak comes in just offside. He put himself just offside as he stepped in there. Coming very, very close. Finally, with that stoppage, Jarry's going to skate over to the bench. They're going to go to a commercial break. We'll have to see as this Jarry story continues. He's having a couple conversations right at the side with the trainers, and we're going to have to see if he remains in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, thanks for coming in. My name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience. We are here 2 o'clock, well, I guess 3 o'clock now, for the Winter Classic, the Bruins and the Penguins, game 1 of our doubleheader. We'll be back at 6:30 for Canada, taking on Slovakia in the elimination round. It's the quarterfinals of the World Juniors. So the Winter Classic, the World Juniors, it's all the hockey all the time. Of course, that doesn't end here. Tomorrow night, we're back with the Toronto Maple Leafs and the St. Louis Blues. That's going to be a great matchup. Then depending on what happens with Team Canada, we'll probably move into the semifinals later this week as well. And then we're looking at Thursday night right now is going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Seattle Kraken. So we got lots on the go. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, and join us for all of our crazy hockey adventures. So first period is almost coming to a close. Again, we'll have to see what that Tristan Jarry situation is going to be. And it looks like, just seeing an update on the stats, it looks like Jarry has come out of the game. DeSmith is coming in for Pittsburgh. So that's going to answer all of our questions about what's going on with Jarry. DeSmith comes in for the Penguins. Don't know if Jarry will come back, but that is a very quick decision. Going into that commercial break, Jarry goes to the bench, and he is pulled. So Tristan Jarry is out. DeSmith comes in. Jarry gave it a good effort. He was down early in this first period. You could tell it was either the knee or the ankle. Something on that right side just wasn't right. So his day is done, or at least it is for the time being. They're showing a little shot of him coming off the ice, making his way back to the dressing room, and he's limping pretty good. So I bet we do not see him back tonight. So at least DeSmith is going to get some Winter Classic action in here. Here's Malkin. He's going to win the draw, and he's going to pick up the puck. Walks it right into the Boston zone, trying to play it around. 1 like away from 50 likes. If you're just coming in, hit that like button. Penguins sending it around behind the boards. Malkin still with it. Has it taken away. Here comes the Bruins. Can they chip it out? No, they can't. Pittsburgh holding it in. Ruda's been great on the blue line in this game so far. Now Boston picks it up. Here comes Boston. Look out. Heads up, eluded a big hit. Pittsburgh picks it up. Here come the Pens. Going to play a long pass. That's going to be deflected down low into the Boston territory. Here come the Bruins, and we got a whistle. So that's going to be an icing call. Probably going to come all the way back down the ice. There we go. 50 likes. Thank you all so much helping us get to 50 on the board. Really, really appreciate it. This game has been a little slow out of the gun. I expected both these teams to be skating a little bit harder, to be honest. Part of it, I think, is the camera angle. It is up a little higher, so you don't see the speed. But the pace of play definitely is a little slow right now. Boston going to win the puck. Going to try and move it into the slot. They can't do it. Stolen back by Brad Marchand. Marchand in the corner. He's taken down. Malkin's going to kick it out. And looks like Raquel's going to flip this down the ice. Boston has to go all the way back and pick it up. Here comes Boston. Carlos started the rush. They're going to put it down. And it's picked up by Dumoulin. Going to send it up to Russ. Russ tried to get it ahead to Crosby. Crosby turns it over to Marchand. Here's Marchand in the high slot. He does a little toe drag, takes a shot, and that's deflected up and out of play. So both teams trying to make plays, trying to move the puck, just not getting any luck in doing so. So we're coming back. This game has been so broken up. Usually you see one team getting a rhythm, and we're not really seeing that rhythm coming through today. As both teams playing the dump and chase, lots of sloppy hockey. 3:20 left in the first period here. Puck passed off, quick shot. That's going to go around behind the net. Boston picks it up. Boston stick handling in the corner. Finally, Pittsburgh steals it away, and they come up with it. Nobody is really getting any sustained pressure. Here coming in is Pittsburgh. It was Jeff Carter bringing it down into Boston zone. Boston working on the boards. 2 Bruins against 3 Pens. Gonna come away. Look out for the hook. Brock McGinn very close to a hooking penalty there. And yep, the official gets his arm up. It looks like we are going to get a penalty. Boston going to slow this down. It's a late call. The Bruins setting it up right now. The goaltender has left. It's a 6-on-5 situation until Pittsburgh touches this puck and we get a stoppage in play. Here's Forberg. Going to pass it up. Pasternak going to carry it ahead. Going to dump it in the corner. Taylor Hall. He's going to lose it, and Pittsburgh is going to touch this up, and we are going to get a penalty against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So Boston is going to go to their first power play of the afternoon. So it doesn't look like it's the hook. It's going to be a hit from behind. Teddy Bluger is going to get the call, hitting from behind on Clifton. A little bad play. Anytime you see somebody take another man into the boards from behind, it is not a good play. So Pittsburgh in the box. Boston's going to set it up on the power play. Boston has a pretty decent power play, so they're going to have to be careful there. So here comes the power play unit for the Bruins. In there to move it around. DeBrusque sends it around. Pittsburgh's actually going to steal. They're going to get this up and down the ice. Bruins are 6th in the league on the power play. Penguins are 3rd in the league on the penalty kill. So a battle of the special teams here. Marchand's going to carry this around. He's going to try and slide it back to Taylor Hall. That's picked up and sent down the ice. So Pittsburgh, a couple quick clears. Here comes Boston. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first period of play. Going to send it around. Boston, Taylor Hall's going to set it up. Coming around the side, Marchand. Can't get it over to Pasternak. That's stolen by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh can't clear. Now they're going to try again. They get it to the line, but not out. It's held in. Comes down around for Pasternak. He loses his stick, or the stick goes flying. Back to the point. Boston sending it over to Marchand. Marchand takes it in his feet. Goes between the legs. Back to Marchand. Little snapshot. That's going to go high and over the net. Back to the point. Sending up another one-timer. Nice shot there. Smith makes a great save coming in relief as Boston starts to put some pressure on. Boy, did they get really, really lucky. Marchand, great job taking the puck in his feet. Little kicking it around between the legs to Bergeron. Bergeron feeds it back to Marchand. He puts it high and over the net. So great little play. I have to say, as much as I can't stand Marchand, he's looking really good in the early moments of this first period.
All right.
Morgan's bringing Carlton the Bear to the show. Welcome, Carlton. He wants to get some FaceTime in their Winter Classic. Coming in, quick shot. It falls down right in front. Pittsburgh's going to clear this back to the line. Boston still trying to get it set.
Last minute.
Here it comes around. Why didn't that play?
Last minute
There
of
we go.
play in this period.
Pittsburgh's going to get it out and down the ice again. All the way back to pick it up. Boston looking to get it set. Here's Charlie McAvoy. McAvoy's going to set it up. Going to play it ahead. Boston's going to work in just over the Pittsburgh line. Empty pass. Can they hold it in? Yes, they do. Boston tries to kick it into the slot. That's stolen by Pittsburgh, and they're going to clear it again. That's going to do it. Pittsburgh has killed off the penalty. Boston's power play could not get anything going. No good opportunities. They did have a couple of shots, but DeSmith came up big. Pittsburgh's going to steal it in. They walk in 3-on-2. Quick shot off as the save. It hit the stick of Allmark and just went into the corner. Wow, was that close. 8 seconds to go. Pittsburgh has the puck back. 5 seconds to go, and that's going to do it. The horn is going to go. It is intermission time. What a crazy first period. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hop over to the intermission studio, brought to you by Chris at Cloud9 Getaways. Welcome to the Intermission Studio, presented by Cloud9Getaways.com. If you're looking to book a cruise, a Disney trip, an all-inclusive, or maybe you want to follow the Bruins or the Penguins around from arena to arena, you definitely can do that. Reach out to Chris at Cloud9Getaways.com. Check him out on Instagram or YouTube. Also, there's his phone number. You can give him a call directly. TJ, hello, what's going on? So what a crazy first period. Great end-to-end action. No team able to really get settled in. Of course, when these players come off the ice after intermission, it's a bit of a hike. They got to come off. They got to get their skate guards on. They got to walk down into the bowels of Fenway Park and into the room. No, TJ, not doing a giveaway today. We will not be doing hockey cards today. Excuse me. Taking a look at the first period stats, we have no goals scored. Boston is up 11 shots. Pittsburgh with 14. Boston goes 0 for 1 on the power play. Pittsburgh did not have an opportunity, and Pittsburgh is ahead in the face-off department, 65% to 35%. 6 block shots for Pittsburgh, 3 for Boston, 6 takeaways for Pittsburgh, none for Boston, 4 giveaways for each team, 12 hits for Boston, 9 for Pittsburgh. Teddy Bluger taking the only penalty of the game for Pittsburgh, boarding against Connor Clifton. Now, if I have to look at the quality of hockey both teams putting forward, I'd have to say Pittsburgh actually played the better first period. Really impressed with how Pittsburgh came out. Boston did have some good opportunities. Of course, Pittsburgh had some stories of their own with the goaltender Tristan Yari going out and getting injured. No, TJ, I can't call it intermission, buddy. we're doing a show here. So really appreciate everybody's support, hanging out for the first period. We're going to have some fun going on through this game. And of course, if this is your first time coming into the channel, this is game 1 of the doubleheader. We have game 2 coming up at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. It is Team Canada taking on Slovakia in the quarterfinals of the World Juniors. Christina G, how's it going? Welcome in. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope your New Year is off to a great start. Of course, some big hockey games going on. So, a couple of things I want to talk to you about. We mentioned it over at the beginning. Jaromir Jagr, fellow ex-Penguin, Jaromir Jagr, off to an exciting start. He is absolutely ripping it. 5 points in 5 games. Just coming out to play for his own squad because he just could not stay away. No, his own team was having some injury issues, and Jaromir Jagr had to step in. And so far, he's up 5 assists in 5 games. So that's awesome for Jagr. Jagr, by the way, he's 50 years old. He turns 51 in February, and he's still playing at quite a high pace. One of the other stories I wanted to talk about in the NHL, we talked about it when the Leafs played the Blues last week, that there are potential some trade targets. Ryan O'Reilly is being, Leafs, big rumors in Toronto that he could become a Leaf. And of course, Vladimir Tarasenko, the other St. Louis Blues player that has been talked about leaving and moving destinations. Well, bad news for the St. Louis Blues. Both potential trade targets in O'Reilly and Tarasenko have now gone out with injury. Ryan O'Reilly broke his foot, and Vladimir Tarasenko has a hand injury. And according to Frank Saravelli, both are going to be out for a while. So that means they're not going to be moved anytime soon. Are we going to see them potentially, return closer to the trade deadline? Time will tell. But bad news if you're a St. Louis Blues fan, both O'Reilly and Tarasenko are out for a while. One of the other stories that have come up, Matt, what's going on? No worries, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you. Good to see you. One of the other stories that came out today, we talk about free agents and when they have to sign, and we're going to get back. We're going to talk about Boston and Pittsburgh in a minute. But I saw this one. If you're a Toronto fan, which I am, and there's a lot of Toronto fans here, the big idea of Austin Matthews and his contract, coming up the end of next year is of concerning. And of course, everybody wants him to stay in Toronto. Rumors are picking up about, Arizona wants him. Maybe he goes to the LA Kings. Well, apparently it's come out today, whether you call this a leak or not, who knows? This is just a rumor, obviously not confirmed. But it is believed that Austin Matthews and his camp, his agent and his team, could be looking for a deal, an 8-year deal of approximately $120 million. That would be $15 million a year for Austin Matthews. The Leafs, I can't imagine, would be willing to hand over that kind of a deal. Obviously, with their core 4, they don't have a lot of salary cap. So there's no way they could afford to give him $15 million a year. Somebody would on the open market, that's a fact. But it's going to be interesting to see if that number is true, if that's actually what Matthews is looking for. No issue with an 8-year term, but 120 million, 15 million a year is bananas in pajamas. So we'll have to see if that is a true number or not. I got to believe that would be the richest contract if that does come to fruition. So looking at some other stories there. Oh, what a rush. Road Warriors celebrating 7 months as a channel member. Thank you so much, Road Warriors. We appreciate that, and all of our channel members. So thank you very much for that. With the new salary cap era, Leafs can't afford him. Yeah, I agree, Matt. It's going to be real tough to come in and hang on to him with that amount of money. It's just crazy. Some of the other news stories going around the league. Alexander Ovechkin scores his 30th career hat trick against the Canadiens. He's the 6th player in NHL history to achieve that. So it's pretty awesome. He's got his hat trick, and then apparently he went and took pictures with a bunch of the Canadian players' moms, which was pretty funny. And it was a great picture. There it is, Road Warriors. Really appreciate it. Cole Caulfield with his goal becomes the 3rd Montreal Canadian player in franchise history with consecutive 20-goal seasons before the age of 22, joining Stéphane Richer and Guy Lafleur as the other ones to do that. So Cole Caulfield setting himself up for quite the incredible career. Of course, we've talked a lot about Team Canada and what Connor Bedard is doing, so we'll continue to do that a little bit later on. So those were a couple big stories we wanted to call out. Now, as we switch gears for the 2 teams in action tonight, if we take a look at the Pittsburgh Penguins, Pittsburgh, they've set themselves up. They are the oldest average team that's out there right now. When you look down their roster, Crosby at 35, Malkin at 36, you have Zucker and Rust at 30, Raquel at 29, you have Gunsel at 28. Jeff Carter at 38. Man, when did Jeff Carter become 38? That's crazy. He's 38. And then you start to get down on the defense. Letang at 35, Dumlin at 31, Ruda at 32. You have Chad Rudwell at 32 as well. And then Casey DeSmith at 31. So definitely an aging Pittsburgh team. What are they going to do? They obviously have a couple core pieces tied up for quite some time. Brian Rust and Ricard Raquel, they're tied up for several years. I think to the end of 27, 28, which is awesome. You have Kasperi Kapanen still for another year after this. You have Brock McGinn, who's 28. He's tied up for a couple years. You got 2 more years of Crosby after this. You got 3 more years of Malkin. So you're going to have to start making some moves. They, of course, just locked up Letang, who's a UFA at the end of 27, 28. So that will take him till he's about 39. And then all the other D are under contract. So this Pittsburgh Penguins team, how we see them today, is not going to remain in this type of form. They are definitely going to have to make some moves and make some trades. They are sitting currently, they can take on 5 more contracts, and they have some cap space. They have about 18. Oh no, they don't. This is 18,000. They do not have a whole lot of cap space, so they are actually right up against the cap space. So it'll be interesting to see what Pittsburgh does if they need to make some moves to get themselves kind of in a better position to advance. Now, they were off to a not a great start this year. They've pulled themselves back together. They're just inside the playoff circle, if you will. They're currently sitting 8th place in the Eastern Conference, just behind the Rangers. So when it comes time, we talked about the trade deadline with St. Louis. It's going to become very crucial for Pittsburgh to decide, are they buyers or sellers? Is there an opportunity that they can make some moves if they remain, in 8th place or just outside? Do they try and go on another run, or do they start that rebuilding process and start to make some moves and try to get back, back to the Penguins of old? They got a lot of young prospects waiting in the gates to make an impression and kind of get up into the big leagues. So be very interesting to see what Pittsburgh decides to do. Now, the Boston story is a little different. So with the Bruins, they have most of their guys who are coming up as free agents at the end of this year. Willow, how's it going? Welcome in. Listen, Pasternak is a free agent at the end of this year. They do have Marchand tied up for 2 years after this. They have Taylor Hall tied up for 2 years after this. They have Charlie Coyle tied up for 3 years after this. And then they run into a bunch of free agents. They got 1 more year with DeBrusque. Foligno's a free agent. Zach is a free agent. You got Smith as a free agent. Bergeron, Nosek, Fedoruk, David Krejci. A lot of these guys, they just signed for the 1 year. But Boston's going to be in a big rebuilding year. Now, the good news on the defensive side for the Bruins, they have a couple guys tied up. Charlie McAvoy, he signed a big-time contract. He's tied up till 29-30. So he's tied up making $9.5 million till 29-30. Lindholm is tied up till 29-30. He's making $6.5. You got Carlo tied up through 26-27. So you got your top 3 defense all locked up in contracts. The bottom 3, you got a couple till next year, and then we'll have to see what happens. So we expect some big rebuilding for Boston. The question Boston's going to have, or the problem Boston's going to have, nobody expected them to come out and be number 1 in the league right now, right? And that's exactly what they're doing. When you switch to the league standings, Boston is number 1. They've played 36 games, so 1 less game than a lot of these other teams. 28 wins, only 4 losses, and 4 overtime losses. So Boston is just crushing it. They currently set 4 points ahead of the Carolina Hurricanes for that President's Trophy lead. So what is Boston going to do? They're not going to make any moves this year. The big rumor with the Boston Bruins is that they were actually in the hunt, trying to go for Patrick Kane, looking to bolster their offense even more, which would just be ridiculous if Boston was able to do that. So we'll have to wait and see. Can they bring in Patrick Kane? What do they have to ship out? Obviously, Chicago would want some big time pieces for a Patrick Kane type. I don't know, with all these contracts coming up, excuse me, unless you were to trade, a DeBrusque, he's only got 2 years. So do you move him over? I don't know if Chicago would take that. Do you give up your star defenseman in McAvoy? I don't know what Boston would do. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Again, looking down their non-roster players, Boston with lots of prospects as well, looking to come in here and make a bit of a splash. So it's going to be interesting to see what both these teams do. Obviously, in very different ends of the spectrum. Pittsburgh just trying to get into the playoffs with an aging roster, and they're going to have to make some moves. And the Boston Bruins leading the league, but how are they going to bolster their roster for the playoffs? Do they need to make any changes? What would you do if you're a Boston fan and you're here in the chat today? Would you make any changes to this team? Would you bother going over Patrick Kane, or would you remain the same? And if you were going to make a move, who would you trade? Who would you move out? That's going to be a very interesting story to see, because it's a tough call, right? If you make one move and it's the wrong move, you certainly could impact the rest of your team, and you'd hate to see Boston all of a sudden drop out from where they are. So they are rocking out in Boston. The halftime show is going on. The band is performing. They got fireworks going off. It's pretty good. I didn't catch the name of who is performing here at the halftime show, nor do I recognize them. Let's turn up the volume for a minute, see if I can hear the song. No, I don't even recognize the song. So there you go. But the halftime show is underway. Let's see who it is. The Black Keys. Oh, awesome. That's not who I was expecting to see. Let me see here what they come up with. Blah blah blah. Too much reading. Classic. Fenway, holy moly. The odds, previous locations. Yeah. Quick guest who wants to say a quick hello.
Hey, everybody.
He's got to go for hockey later today.
Practice.
You excited to get back on the ice?
Finally, after 4 times on the ice I missed. Game, practice, game, practice.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. See ya.
Back to
So the Black Keys, they were pretty good. I quite enjoyed the performance there. They had lots of bands. Who's the opening band? Let's see. They had Dirty Honey perform. Not sure who Dirty Honey is. Haven't heard of them. Let's see. Who else do they say here? Oh, that was 2022. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Brian, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. They're just wrapping up the halftime. It's the end of the first period. The intermission performance, and we'll be getting right back in this game. It's no score after a slow first period, a very slow first period, but it was exciting. Lots of chances. Of course, the Pittsburgh goaltender Tristan Jarry, he goes down with an apparent leg injury of some sort, whether it's hip, ankle, knee, we don't know, but he is left. Casey DeSmith comes in relief. He's going to be taken over. Host, I did redeem a wave for the Bruins before. Yes, tried. We're going to get the wave going as soon as they come back out on the ice. I figured you didn't want to do a intermission wave, so we'll get the wave going as soon as they come back on the ice. They're at the last commercial break, I believe, before they will get it going. I will say, though, the NHL always does a great job of putting on these winter classics. It's one thing that's always been fun to watch is the quality, the sights and the sounds of what they do. And kudos to the NHL. It kicked it off with Bobby Orr with the ceremonial face-off puck shot to kick it off, which was nice. Some legends in attendance, which was very, very cool, and always exciting to see. They're getting ready to come back on the ice. Are the players coming out? No, they have the little diamond where the teams lined up for was all for hockey. So the kids now are out there playing a little kid game as the players are going to get ready to come back shortly. I'm trying to find this. I want to see. There's so many entertainers lined up to come out. I want to see who we're going to get at the second intermission. So trying to bring out this. So bear with me 1 second. Again, thanks for coming in. It's been a lot of fun. If you are just coming in, let us know who your team is, who you're excited to cheer for. As we're trying to pull this up. Here we go. Entertainment. Yeah, so the Black Keys, we had the Boston Pops, and Belle Biv DeVoe was the national anthem singer. So Circus, you're right, the Black Keys are out. Doesn't say if we're going to get another group at the second intermission. So I wonder if maybe Belle Biv DeVoe will come out in the second intermission. Wouldn't that be something? Blackie's headline again, the first minute interview. Belle Biv DeVoe. Oh, it does. So it doesn't list anyone for the second intermission. So okay, it's okay. We got the Black Keys. The Black Keys were pretty good. They were impressive. Some good tunes. Hopefully that gets these teams fired up because this was such a slow first period. Matt wants the Bruins to get going. Really want the Bruins. That would be awesome. And Matt coming back in. Did I miss it? Matt coming back in with the channel membership. Apologies, Matt, if I missed that coming up. So Matt coming in with the channel membership. Thank you so much. I know you've been a member before, coming in and rejoining. So appreciate it so very, very much. So it looks like they're going to go away and come back. We're going to get the puck dropping and get this game back going. We want these teams to pick up the pace. It was really slow in the opening frame. Hey, Gordon, what's going on? Happy New Year, and Happy New Year to everybody here. Of course, this is game one of our doubleheader as we're taking on Canada, going against Slovakia later tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the quarterfinals of the World Junior Classic. And tomorrow, it's going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs and the St. Louis Blues going at it. Kind of Toronto trying to pull out another win. That was an ugly game, the Blues and the Leafs last time they played. So lots of hockey coming up this week. More to go. Did Crosby get taken out of the game yet? CeeLo, no. Crosby was actually on the bench holding up a big sign that says, "On the go with CeeLo, where are you?" Brenda, hello. They're going for the Penguins. Let's go, Pens. Matt's coming in. I don't know. Maybe I'm bored of watching these two teams play in the Winter Classic. It's a bit too vanilla now. Maybe next year with Seattle. Matt, you know, it's funny you say that. At the top of the show, we were going through the list. And, you know, you're right. Boston and Pittsburgh have played the most, most winter classics. And so you're right. I think next year it's going to be a nice twist getting Seattle and Vegas in there. It's going to be a real interesting game. So yeah, it's kind of surprising they always go back to these two, but it's a big draw. It's a good television market for them, which is why they kind of do it. Brian, what's going on? Welcome in. So as they're going to get ready to get this game going, let's kick it off. Zach, how's it going? Watching at school. Oh, that's awesome. Brenda, hello. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year's to everyone. As they're getting ready to go, let's drop the puck for the second period. Let's get back to our game screen. So here we go. So the game is back in progress. They're talking about the E-Bug, the emergency backup goaltender, Mike Chason, is coming in for Pittsburgh. He's not in the game, but he's dressed. He's got the equipment on. He's wearing number 40 for the Penguins. So if something was to happen to DeSmith, if he goes down and they need to call in the emergency backup goaltender, he is there and ready to go. And again, thank you to those that have just come in and hit that subscribe button. We really, really appreciate it. So now that they've switched sides, they've moved goalies. Now Boston is going from left to right. Pittsburgh from right to left. Crosby in there battling with DeBrusk. Has the puck taken away from him. Can't get it out. Pittsburgh, what a shot, and it goes just wide. Crosby missed putting it in. Tries to kick it out to the slot. In the corner, Boston doing a good job on the forecheck. Trying to get it around. Boston can't get it out. Pittsburgh has them pinned right now. Finally, they get it out and down the ice. So as suspected, Tristan Jarry will not return tonight. He is out with that lower body injury. Boston walks it into Pittsburgh's zone, take a shot, it hits a leg and comes all the way out and down the ice. Boston back to pick it up. Setting it up behind the net, trying to play it ahead. Look out, Pasternak didn't see it behind him. Gonna send it back around as Malkin is in chasing. Pittsburgh trying to hold it in, doing a nice job. Zucker is in there. Malkin getting it down again. Malkin just looking really good here. Boston goes high off the boards. Pittsburgh defense holding it at center ice. Now Boston steals it away. Now in the first period, both these teams, it was a dump and chase game. All right. I know your old age, but let's get the wave. Let's get the wave in for our good friend AAU Triton. He redeemed a wave at the end of the first period. As Boston is walking in, I'm going to count it down. All you have to do is put up your wave hand emojis. 3, 2, 1. Hey, get the wave going. Quick shot and a big collision right in the slot, just in front of the Boston goaltender. Hey! Pittsburgh back to the point. Long shot deflecting in. That's going to go just wide. It rolls right in front, and Allmark is going to drop a glove, and he's going to hang on that. There it is. The hands are coming. Get your virtual wave hands rolling. Hey! Malkin is very strong physically. Yes, Dennis, he is. He's really, really impressed me. Matt, that would be outstanding. I don't know if that's ever happened, if an e-bug has shown up in a Winter Classic game. Not that I want to wish anybody get injured, but I think that would be incredible to see an e-bug situation. Here it is. Pittsburgh going to win the draw back to the point. Puck was hopping. They're going to play it in the corner, but it's actually going to hit the mesh and go out of play. If you're just coming in, thanks for joining us. Make sure to hit that like button. We want to get up to 75 likes, 20 away, 19 away. We got another draw in the Boston zone. Coyle going to try and win that back. Boston comes away with it. Bruins passing it ahead. Here they come trying to work into the Penguin zone. They bring it in, taking a big hit there into the boards. We got bodies going down all over the place. And it looks like we have an interference penalty coming up. Is this going to be Joseph? Pierre-Olivier Joseph, I think, is going to get the interference call. Him and Taylor Hall got tied up. Yes, so Joseph goes off for interference. As he takes down Hall, they both slide heavily into the net. And you know what? Watching the replay, that's a bad call, official. Taylor Hall skated right into the backside of Joseph. Joseph didn't do anything wrong. He was standing in front of the net. And Taylor Hall skates around, hits the backside of him, and goes down. So that's a terrible call by the officials. But nonetheless, it's going to give Boston their second power play of the game. I don't want him to get hurt, but we want an e-bug. That's right, Matthew. Priorities, right? We want an e-bug. And we can start making t-shirts. I came to the Winter Classic and I got to see the e-bug. Looks like Pasternak is going to take a penalty. This is a makeup call right here. As Pasternak gets a call as the Pittsburgh player was coming down aggressively. McGinn with a burst of speed. Pasternak jumps around him, gets the glove out, grabs his shirt. And there goes Pasternak getting the hold. So that's going to do it. We're going to get 4-on-4 hockey. Oh, Triton. Triton drops the redemption. So I'm going to have to cheer for the Bruins. So if you're new and this is your first time joining us, you are getting points just from being here. And with those points, you're able to redeem them for different graphics. And our good friend Triton has chosen to make me cheer for the Boston Bruins. We got 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 50 seconds. Puck is dropped. Boston's going to win that back. Played it in front of their own net. Look out. That was a dangerous set of passes. Brennan Carlo gets it ahead. Boston Circling down, Taylor Hall's going to take the shot, and that's going to just go up and over the net. In the corner, Hall and Carlo working through it. Goes into the corner. Pittsburgh there to pick it up. They're going to get their turn now. Sending it around. Boston can't grab it. Pittsburgh passes it ahead. Here's Morgan. Morgan can't wait for the Leaf game tomorrow night. Care, hello. Happy New Year. Welcome in. And this is going to be an icing call against Boston. Going to come all the way back down into their own zone. So Taylor Hall trying to get in there. Boston just bad coordination on this 4-on-4. Expected to see more, but they're just not able to get things going. So Krejci comes in to take the draw against Malkin down in Boston territory. And Krejci's going to win the draw. He's been looking good so far. Boston trying to get it out of their own zone. Now they're starting to move it up. All the way down. Bruins changing up. Here comes Malkin. Malkin, he is on a tear. Bringing it down. Going to dump it off. Pittsburgh setting it up. Still 4-on-4 for another 50 seconds. Malkin gets a shot, gets it blocked, but gets it back. Gets it back again. The puck just wants to stay with Malkin. Malkin in the slot. Here's a shot. That's going to go just wide. Raquel, he's had a chance, and he put it in. Back to pick it up is Boston. Malkin's finally going to go off for a change. This is going to roll down the ice. DeSmith is going to bank it off the boards, getting up there with a play, making a nice pass. Rust goes to the open wing. It's picked up by Clifton. Clifton loses it at the boards. Here's a 2-on-1. Crosby with the puck. He's got a man with him. Crosby looking to pass. There's the pass and a great block by the Boston defender. Wow, Lindholm coming up huge on Crosby, and then Crosby is taken out behind the net as CeeLo is dancing a jig as Crosby gets knocked to the ice. Pittsburgh's going to keep this in. Crosby gets tied up in the corner. He gets pushed into the boards again. Ruda with it. Ruda tries to slide it across. Walking out from the corner is Pittsburgh. Nice little move there, and we got another penalty coming up. Crosby is not happy. I think he took a little whack to the face. So Clifton just dropped the puck off the boards. Crosby picked it up and turned the other way. Number 27 for Boston. 2 minutes for high sticking. So Lindholm gets the high sticking call. Rough shift there for Crosby. CeeLo, finally. Welcome in. If you're just coming in, thanks for joining us. Do me a favor, hit that like button on your way in. Help us get closer to 75 likes. Puck is dropped, getting back to the Pittsburgh point. Pittsburgh has a power play. 2 minutes, quick shot. Nice save. The rebound was there, but Pittsburgh couldn't put it in. Boston's able to clear this one out and down the ice. Back to pick it up. Pittsburgh has to cycle around, try to get it going. They're going to chase Pittsburgh back. Pittsburgh, Ty Smith with the puck. He's going to lead the way. Smith dumps the puck off. Where did he dump it to? Oh, no. Ty Smith dumped it back, I think, for Gunsel, and just missed everybody. Here's Gunsel. He's going to drop it there. Very dangerous playing by Pittsburgh. Not good communication. Let's go take the crybaby to the boards. That's funny. Boston gets it out and down the ice again. Lindholm's steal of a trade for the Bruins. Yeah, Lindholm's been great for the Bruins since coming over. Let's go, Pens. Joanna wants a Pens goal. Let's get him going. Of course, we do have... Oh, here's Malkin coming in. Malkin tripped up. No call there. Crosby going to hold it in. Cross ice. Pittsburgh fans on the shot. Comes to Malkin at the side of the net. He bobbles it. Going around back to the point. Ty Smith, he's bobbling the puck everywhere. Pittsburgh's having some real trouble with the puck here on this power play. They got to tag up. Malkin slow coming out. Now they're going to dump it right back in. There's the Bruins. We got a Bruins redemption. We got Penguins redemption. I think it's Redeem Pens is the Pittsburgh redemption. So you can cheer on your favorite team by using your points to bring up graphics up on the screen. Here comes Pittsburgh walking and stepping in. 30 seconds to go in the Pittsburgh power play. That gets stolen again. Boston trying to chase it down, being aggressive, trying to kill the rest of this penalty off. Here comes Pittsburgh. They're going to send it around. 11 seconds to go now. One last chance for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh coming in, dropping it back to the point. They turn it over to Boston. It's a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Here comes Boston. They stay onside. No, they call it on the offside. Marchand was dragging his leg. He was down in the stretch, almost in the splits, trying to stay onside, and they still call it on the offside. That was a real close play. So no score. They're going to go to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Again, my name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience. We love doing hockey. We got lots of hockey going on this week. We got this game today, followed by 6:30, Canada and Slovakia, the World Junior Classics. Tomorrow, the St. Louis Blues and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Then we'll have the semifinals for Team Canada coming up. And of course, Thursday should be the Leafs and the Seattle Kraken. So lots of hockey going on this week. It's going to be a great, great time. Ref ball in full effect today. Refs definitely doing some game management, controlling the pace of play for sure. You're very welcome, EC3. Thank you for being here. We appreciate everybody being here. Make sure to hit that subscribe. We really appreciate it. We just did a whole bunch of giveaways for our hitting 4K last week, and thanks to some friends in the chat. Of course, AAU Triton and Jordan Gage are going to sponsor some Amazon gift card giveaways coming up later this week. So make sure that you're subscribed, you have your notifications set, because you will have the chance to take home some gift cards coming up later this week. You never know what may come or go, what show up. We do giveaways all the time. We have a whole lot of fun here on the channel, and this year 2023 is going to be bigger and badder than ever before. So we were just getting started, and we're going to pick up the pace. Hold on. Did you just assume Canada was going to win tonight? Matthew, I did just assume Canada was going to win tonight. Not to take anything away from Slovakia, but the way Canada's played the last two games have been incredible. And they're showing a replay here. This play was onside, as expected. Marchand kept his skate on the line. That should not have been blown down. Horrible call again by the officials on that 2-on-1, calling it on the offside. I know it's a bang-bang play. I know it happens right away, but a bad call there by the officials. So a couple bad calls we've seen here in this period. One on the Pittsburgh penalty, one on that 2-on-1 offside. Here the Pens have it. They're going to dump it in the zone. The goaltender, Allmark, is going to make that save. He's going to catch it. You got to be careful. You don't want the officials to call it a goal when it clearly is caught in your glove. So the linesman, I think he realizes that he kind of has a look on his face like, oops, I did it again. I made a mistake. There we go. Likes going up. Hit that like button for us. 15 likes away from 75. We appreciate it. The refs are doing bad calls this year. Yeah, Gordon, refs have not been very good this year, nor have they been consistent. Here comes Pittsburgh, going to send it around. Trying to get it out. Now, of course, a lot of these teams have played in the Winter Classic. They've also played in the Stadium Series, which is different from the Winter Classic. So a few outdoor games for each of these teams. Here's Pasternak. He's going to bring it down, stopping, turning around. Pasternak back to the point. Going to chip it aside. Here's Clifton. He's going to tee it up. Hits it towards the net, and that's going to go just wide. Back in the corner. Picked up by Pasta. Trying to send it around. Bodies again flying everywhere. Pittsburgh's going to pass it up. Now they're going to pass it back and slow it down. 12.5 to go here in the second period of play. Here comes Pittsburgh. They have it. Both teams making some changes. I spy with my little eye a ref crew that won't be invited to work a playoff series. That's funny, Matthew. Crosby's going to put it around behind the net. That's picked up and stolen. Here comes McAvoy. McAvoy gets it ahead. They walk in just in the Pittsburgh zone. It's turned over yet again. All the way down, and this is going to be an icing call as Charlie Carlo gets there first. Let's go, teams. Pick up the pace. Both these teams, again, they started playing a little bit better, but since have slowed back down. We want to see the pace of play pick up. We want to see the end-to-end action, and right now both teams playing very, very conservative. So they need to pick up this pace and get going. Here they come. Boston with the puck, stepping over the red line. They're going to dump it in. Penguins can't break it in. Almost over the line was Crosby. He kind of tripped up himself. And they're going to call this one down on the offside as the Pittsburgh forward didn't realize Crosby had not yet come out. So Gunsel having a little laugh there with Crosby. Boy, these teams need to get back going. I'm very, very surprised with the amount of sloppy play. Sure, host, I saw that you pretend to look at your phone. Didn't see my freeze. No, I tried and I missed it. I missed it. So we'll give you a quick freeze. There we go. We know what's coming up. We saw it on the the forecaster just below. Here's Pittsburgh. They're going to put it into the screen. Back around behind the net. Pittsburgh out in front. They shoot. They score. Pittsburgh strikes first. Pittsburgh getting in there, putting the first goal up on the board. And it is none other than ex-Leaf Kasperi Kapanen. Kasperi Kapanen gets his 6th goal of the year. There we go. Pittsburgh with a nice little play. Nifty little move. Putting it out in front. And Kapanen makes no mistake about it. Beauty of a goal. Kasperi Kapanen here at the Winter Classic. The ex-Maple Leaf strikes first. His 6th of the year. Way to go, Cap. At least it wasn't Crosby. CeeLo, that's so funny. Here it is back in the corner. Pittsburgh with it again. They're going to go high off the glass, and this is going to roll just over the glass and out of play. So we're going to get a stoppage and get this coming back. Again, if you're just coming in, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Help us get the likes up. We want to get the likes up a little higher. But thank you for being here and all the support. Pittsburgh won. Boston nothing. 17 shots to 10. In 28 games, 10 assists, 6 goals for Kapanen. Here's Carter. Carter going to take the draw. It's okay. Pittsburgh likes blowing leads. Yeah, that's right. They got to get out early so then they can blow it later on. All the way down the ice. This is going to be an icing call against Pittsburgh, and it's going to come back. Kapanen has almost all of his black under the eyes wiped off already. So it doesn't last long. But that's awesome. So happy to see him. Always happy when the ex-Leafs get on the scoreboard in big games. So they're going to move. Looks like is Jeff Carter going to come in. Jeff Carter going to take the draw. 1,200 games for Carter. He's got 825 points. Carter not going to take this draw. Krejci in to take it for Boston. Can't see the number who that is for Boston or for Pittsburgh. Going to come out and down the ice. Pittsburgh really aggressive on the forecheck. Boston narrowly gets it away. Here comes Pasternak. Pasternak's going to carry it ahead. Little Deacon Duke tried to go through the legs of the Penguin defender, and they can't quite do that. Rudwell just was able to get back in time. Excuse me. All the way back and down the ice. Boston's going to turn this one around. Boston hanging on to the puck. Going to start to move it up. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. Really appreciate it. Here's Carlo. He takes a shot going far side. He just misses. Back to the point to McAvoy. Going to pitch it over. Boston going across the ice. Quick stick there by Pittsburgh to knock it out. Pittsburgh's going to hold on. They're going to play it back. Here come the Pens. Pens walking into Boston zone. They're going to put it in. The chase is on. It's Joseph going in there deep. I will. Some of these shadows coming across the ice now, making it a little difficult to pick up some of the numbers. Pittsburgh has it. Playing it off. Here comes Malkin. Malkin going to leave it there. Back to Malkin. Malkin walking in over the circle. Takes a shot. That's going to go wide. Triton dropping the cheer again. Oh, I got a cheer for Boston. All right, let's go Bruins. Bruins stepping in over the line. Going to play it around. Stolen by Malkin and the Pens. Back to the line. Nice play there by Carlo to keep it in. Back around. Boston trying to get it going. Carlo a third time. This time he can't hold it in. He's going to play it back. Boston has to turn it around. They're going to go off the boards and start to move in. Here comes Boston, taking a little aggressive check there into the corner, holding the Pittsburgh player. No call. Here's Smith. He's going to reverse it back to the point. The one-timer, that's going to go wide on the far side. Pittsburgh coming back the other way. That's going to get knocked down. Boston with it behind the net, trying to come out in front. And a nice play there by the Pittsburgh goaltender to Smith to knock it away. Boston's going to hold it in, though. With it, they're going to put it in the corner. Long shift there for Foligno. Foligno plays it around back. DeBrusque. He's going to leave it there. Circling around is Marchand. Marchand's going to play it back. Big shot into and a nice Smith there by DeSmith again. Coming up big. Working it back through. Boston has it behind the net. Boston putting on all kinds of pressure. Pittsburgh can't get it out and clear. Coming around, here it is, and they're going to flip that wide. Coming back through, and they're going to play it down the ice. Try playing playoff mode as the Leafs tied against Tampa. They scored a shorthanded goal. It was 0.5 on the clock. Wow. I'm not cheering for Pittsburgh or Boston. I'll cheer for Sam. Onyx coming in. Thank you. Appreciate that, Onyx. Here's Pittsburgh. Tried to stop it. Couldn't do it. Turned over. Here's Boston. Boston flying back through. In the corner, battling through. Great stuff from TNT Broadcast. Jeff Carter had an assist on the first Philly goal. In Fenway Park Winter Classic, gets an assist on the Kapanen goal 13 years later. Bernie, that is awesome. Jeff Carter, just a stud. Coyle going to send this around. The goaltender missed it. Come all the way back around. Boston with an opportunity, throwing it towards the net, and DeSmith is there to scoop it up and hang on to it. So we got just over 7 minutes to go, 7:25 to be exact. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh. They're going to go to a commercial break. It was 5-on-3. I gotcha. That's awesome. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sam. This is the Samwelb12 Experience. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Really appreciate all the support we've been getting. Let me take a moment and thank all of our channel members. Welcome back in. Again, thank you, all of our channel members, so much for everything you do. Really appreciate it. And it helps the channel tremendously. So if you want to become a channel member, simply click the join button by subscribe, or click the link in the pinned message, and that will take you to the join page. You could read all about our channel memberships. So thank you, channel members. Really appreciate it. Onyx, there is a ref redemption. It's in there. It should be. Is it not working? Oh, but you might have done it right as we hit the right as I hit the thank you message. Oh, RJ, you are very welcome. We appreciate everybody being here. We love doing hockey. It is so much fun. Of course, we mainly follow the Toronto Maple Leafs. We'll be doing the Leaf game tomorrow night. We got Canada tonight. More hockey all week long. So thanks for coming in and supporting us. Please don't start any fights in this chat and keep it family friendly. You got it, Lucas. That's right. Family friendly. It's okay to trash talk. It's okay to have some fun as long as everybody is respectful and there's no bullying or any of that nonsense. I want a refund of your 20 points. Let me see if I can replay it for you, because I don't have a way of refunding points. Let's see. Can I replay it? Here comes Pittsburgh. They're going to get it out and down the ice. No, I don't even think I can. They've changed their program. I don't think I can actually replay it anymore the way I used to be able to. Well, we'll see. Well, I'll redeem a ref in your honor. There it is. Dallas got it. Dallas redeeming ref in your honor. Pasternak going to go offside. And it's okay to boo Crosby. Yes, it is okay to boo Crosby. So Marchand is one of those who's mic'd up. He's wearing got a mic on. Let's see what he has to say. It's good. It'll be interesting what Marchand has to say. Next shift, it's a big one. That's the only clip they show Marchand with the mic. Ref is only 25 and the ice cream 500. Inflation hits food. That's true, Bernie. That's true. Some redeems are more than others. On purpose. All right, Boston trying to bring it in Pittsburgh zone. They are looking to get in here and tie this game up. Boston sending it around, trying to get set up. DeSmith has been great in his relief coming in of Tristan Yari, who left the game due to a leg injury in the first period. XD, what's going on? Pens are just better. XD, they're playing much better so far here today. But now they come in offside. 17 shots for Pittsburgh, 13 for Boston. Boston has not had great opportunities. All right, Matt, thanks again for coming back as a member, and good to see you, and Happy New Year. They're going to take another commercial break as we're about 5 minutes or so left in the first period, 5.5. Boston just trying to get back in this game. Pittsburgh's doing a great job of shutting them down at every turn of the corner. Really impressed with Pittsburgh's play. Bruins have just not been with it. Bruins have been insanely good third period team. They seem to be trailing going to third most recently. Yeah, Bernie, let's see if they can do that again here today. Now, the ice seems to be okay. The puck has been bouncing around quite a lot, but Pittsburgh has just had better control. And you know what? Neither team has really broken out. There hasn't been a lot of sustained pressure. It's been a lot of dump and chase, a lot of broken plays. Pittsburgh was able to capitalize on one broken play and just turn that puck around, put it in the net as Kapanen did. So it's been a nice little play. And by the way, it was Heinen and Carter who got the assists on that Kapanen play. So really good job of what Pittsburgh's been able to do. Where I kind of thought Boston was going to dominate. So they're playing the Boston Pops Orchestra playing Sweet Caroline in the crowd. That's pretty awesome. Boston Pops are so good. Marcus, what's going on? Hello there. Welcome in. So very cool to see the Boston Pops. Love the Boston Pops. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Very cool. Pittsburgh is the best. So good. So good. Pittsburgh's being so good right now. Pittsburgh just absolutely, I don't want to say on fire because they're not on fire, but they definitely have the advantage here. So good to see this little break in the action as the Boston Pops Orchestra performing for the crowd here. So the players are actually, they're lined up for the face-off. They're waiting for the puck to drop. The band is still going on. Very cool. Bernie. Bernie, you and CeeLo have the same reaction. So good job, Boston Pops Orchestra. Now Bludger's going to win that draw. Pittsburgh has control. At the red line, they're going to dump it right in. So just under 6 minutes to go. Pittsburgh hanging it in. Boston starting to skate a little bit, trying to get back in this game. They have it in the Pittsburgh zone. Going to pass it across. Here's Clifton. He's going to take a shot. Sharp angle shot. It's deflected into the corner. Picked up by that Ruda. He's going to carry it across. Long pass. Tried to go cross ice. And that's knocked away by the Bruins. The Bruins in the corner, trying to play it out. Pittsburgh in the high slot, waiting. Nice shot there, and a great save by Allmark. Kasperi Kapanen finds himself in the slot with the puck, trying to make a move, and Allmark just makes a beauty of a save. You're not going to find yourself wide open like that, waiting out Allmark, trying to drag him from right to left, or from left to right. But a nice shot and a great save. Sam, you see the Montreal trips going through DC and Nashville? They took a pic with Ovi. I did. Bernie, I thought that was awesome. It's such a great picture. Ovechkin with all the Montreal moms. We talked about that at the beginning, at the intermission. Ovechkin just continuing to light it up with the trick. His 30th career trick, and then takes a picture with all the Canadian moms. Is outstanding. Here comes Boston. They're going to bounce that in onto Smith. He's going to grab and hold on to that. So we got just over 5 to go here in the second period. Boston trying to find their game, trying to come on strong, and they just can't get it going. They're Brian Rust celebrating with the Macarena. So Crosby in to take this draw. It's a scramble draw coming back to the point. Pittsburgh has the puck. They're going to flip it high. Can't get it past the Boston player. Pittsburgh back. They're going to go up off the boards. Boston with it. Here come the Bruins. Again, we got a couple bodies just falling out of nowhere. Out and down the ice. Pittsburgh going to chip it through the neutral zone. Here comes Crosby. Crosby with the puck. He's going to go long pass. It takes a Pittsburgh hop as it bounced, and instead of sliding to the end boards, which would have been icing, it took a hop right to the Penguins' stick. Coming out, here comes Boston. They're going to pick it up, and they're on the move now. Boston working through. There's a shot turned aside. Pittsburgh's going to go the other way. Here comes the Pens. Nope, stolen back by Boston. Pittsburgh, Boston going back and forth. So many turnovers. It's sloppy. Wish you could do a 525 redeem where the ice cream would go all over us. That would be pretty funny. Here's Pittsburgh trying to dump it back in, setting it up. Coming across, here's Malkin with the puck. Malkin back to the point. And again, it hops over the defender's stick and out and down the ice. Bruins at home this season have a 21-game point streak since the start of the season. 18-0-3 at home. So I know technically Boston is the home team here, but it would be unfortunate if their home streak comes to an end when they're playing outside of this environment. So in my mind, when you have a streak like that and you lose in this type of scenario, it shouldn't impact your quote-unquote home streak, because even though you're home, this isn't your home rink. You're not playing in that home environment. So we got another face-off just outside the Boston zone. There we go. Almost up to 70 likes. If you're just coming in, hit that like for me. Ian, how's it going? Welcome in. Happy New Year. Quick shot. Taylor Hall throwing it towards the net. That's going to get knocked down. Behind the net. Cycling around. Boston with the puck. Coming out in front. And that's going to roll all the way to the blue line. Boston sending it right back in. Quick shot. Wow. DeSmith making some sharp saves there. All the way down. Here's Boston, or Pittsburgh stepping in. That shot is going to go up into the crowd. And we got Forbert. He's kind of got a bear hug grip. Who does he have tied up there? So I think it was it. I didn't see who got tied up there. Was it Heinen? Heinen was the one who got tied up there from Forbert. Forbert came in. They were kind of wrestling it up a little bit. Wrestling Beaver, what's going on? Bruins are losing this. Lost to the Leafs. Hey, Boston also lost to Arizona. But then again, so did the Leafs twice. So 3:21 left to go here in the second period. Boston coming back a little bit in terms of the shots. Toby, home is home. That's true. Here we go. Crosby in to take this draw against Bergeron. Bergeron's going to win that back. Boston's going to throw it up the boards. Pittsburgh holds it in for a minute. Comes out. Crosby's got to pick it up. He's going to bank it off the boards. It goes all the way down just to the side of the net. Penguins trying to get in there on the forecheck, digging it out of the corner. Boston comes away with it, though, and this is going to be called down. What's the whistle? So DeBrusk had the puck. Was it a hand pass? So I'm not sure what this whistle was for as Boston was trying to get it out. They're sloppy against all bad teams. Very sloppy. Very sloppy. So we got a face-off in Boston zone. Carlo's going to get the puck. He's going to play it up along the boards. Pittsburgh gets it. They're going to turn it right back. This is going to come in. Not icing call. Playing around. Pittsburgh on the forecheck. Comes out to Crosby. Almost got it. Had his stick lifted by Marchand. Fenway Park has now become the first venue to host multiple Winter Classics. It's a little more Winter Classic knowledge. As Boston's going to ice the puck. We got another little scrap. Marchand and Ruda are going at it. Ruda now comes over and gets grabbed from behind. Pettersson's going to come over and tries to grab Marchand, but the officials are pulling him away. DeBrusk has Ruda in a bit of a headlock. Maybe DeBrusk can't see because his visor is all foggy. It's a great shot of DeBrusk. His visor is all fogged over. Exotic, welcome in. Good to see you. iRock, hello there. How are the Penguins bad? Penguins looking really good right now. Really good. Again, thanks for joining us. Hit that like button. We're 6 likes away from 75 likes. Help us get there. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Puck is dropped. Boston has it. They're going to clear the zone. This is going to come out and down the ice. And it looks like it's going to be another icing call. It's going to come right back into Boston territory. It's Boston back-to-back icing calls. Everyone is going over. They had a lot of the players going over signing the foul posts. Gretzky going over signing the foul posts there in the outfield. All right, plays back in action. Pittsburgh has it behind the Boston net. Circling around, Pittsburgh with it. They're going to kick it back to the point. Taking a look. Side of the net. That's going to go just wide. Here's Marchand. Marchand has the puck, and he's working. It's a 3-on-2, but Pittsburgh's trying to come back and make it a 3-on-3. Here's DeBrusk. Going to send it in front for Marchand, but just goes out of his reach. Here comes Pittsburgh. They're on the move. Trying to get through. Pittsburgh with 2 minutes left. Pittsburgh has the puck. Boston defender has no stick. Quick shot. That's going to be kicked to the side. Malkin goes to pick it up. He sends it to the front of the net. Boston picks it up. I think it was McAvoy who had no stick. Here's Boston. Trying to get it out. They can't. Pittsburgh keeps kicking it in. Good job by Pittsburgh. Trying to center it in front. They can't do it. Zucker looking good, moving the puck around, but Boston finally picks it up. Here it comes Boston. They're going to get out of the zone. Thank you, new subscriber coming in. Really appreciate it. Keith Jones asking how much the Gretzky autograph on the pesky pole will go for. That is funny. And we got a stoppage in play. So fan in the Crosby sweater gets the puck as it hops out and out of play. Again, thank you everyone for coming in, hitting that subscribe. Really, really appreciate all the support today. So we got 2 minutes or a minute and change left to go here in the first period. Puck is dropped. Here we go. Working through. Quick shot doesn't quite get on the net. Back in action. Boston's going to throw this one in. They're going to chase it down. There we go. 75 likes. Thank you all so much coming in, hitting that like, and appreciate all the new subscribers as well. Coming in, helping us work our way up. Of course, we are now
Last minute of play in this period.
in the last minute of play. Working it down behind the boards. Big hit there. Boston coming out in front. Can they get there? No, they get put back to the side. Boston's going to try it again, circling around behind the net. Trying to come through. Bingo, bango, quick shot. That's going to go high and wide. 30 seconds. The puck's going to come out. It's going to roll all the way down. Boston has to go back and pick it up. Here come the Bruins on the attack, working their way into the Pittsburgh zone, cutting around the defender. Nice save by DeSmith as he shuts those pads down. Here comes Marchand, feeding it in front. Another great save by DeSmith, and he's going to grab and hang on to it with 11.4 seconds to go. Bergeron coming closer and closer. 41-37. Thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe. And 80 likes on the board. Phenomenal. Really, really appreciate it. So Boston starting to up the ante here, putting pressure in. Coming down, quick shot. They're looking really good. Boston really upping the pressure. The Rye guy, what's going on? Did you see the thing about the foul pole? Yeah, it's so funny. I love that everyone was signing it. I love that Gretzky signed it. That is very cool. Boston's going to win it. 10 seconds to go. Here's the draw coming around. Back to the point. Big shot right at the end of the period. Nice save. And Pittsburgh's going to get it and hold on. And there goes the horn. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to the intermission studio. And of course, this intermission is brought to you by our good friend, AAU Triton.
Looking for that channel that is well-rounded? We will show you how to program and design your own holiday lights. We play a wide range of VR games on the MetaQuest 2. We will even show you how to take virtual vacations to places like Disney World. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live or upload a new video. See you soon.
That is our good friend AAU Triton. Let's switch this over to the second period. And let's bring in some guests. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dallas Hockey Girl and the one and only AAU Triton. What's up, peeps?
Hello, everyone.
Rexy, what's going on? I am good. How are you? Joshua, what's up as well? Go Pens. Glad to see everybody coming in. What a hockey game. Let's just recap the stats real quickly. Our goal scorer here in the second period, Kasperi Kapanen, ex-Maple Leaf, his 6th from Heinen and Carter. Pittsburgh, 6 shots in that period. Boston with 9. It brings the totals to 20-19 in favor of the Penguins. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. Pittsburgh still ahead in the face-off circle at 57%. 10 block shots, 14 for Boston. 10 takeaways for Pittsburgh, 2 for Boston. Lots of giveaways that period for Pittsburgh. Total of 7, 5 for Boston. And Boston still out hitting 21-16. So that is your stats for this game. And what a game it
I
has
like
been.
this. I like this scoreboard better.
At 0-0?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say there was a goal, wasn't there? I don't.
Yes, there was. I'm like, why didn't this refresh? I'm like, I don't understand. There we go. There we go.
Yay!
I tell you, sometimes with these widgets, you have to give them a little kick in the pants. So it's good. Why you do this in intermission? Yeah, RJ, we go nonstop. Intermissions, overtimes, shootouts, rain delays, time changes. Whatever it is, if the game is on, we will be here.
We will be there.
So
yeah, don't talk to us about time zones.
Oh yeah, that's right. When we were here, we did Olympic hockey, and those games they started at 11 p.m. We went 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern time. So when we do hockey, we do it all the way through.
That was way past my bedtime. I'm old.
That was way past my bedtime.
Way past the bedtime.
That was a lot of fun.
So why are you going for the Steelers? The Bruins are closer to you.
The Penguins. I go for the Penguins because I don't want Boston and Toronto. So we have this rivalry, right? It used to Toronto Montreal is a big rivalry. Now Toronto Boston has become a big rivalry, and when Toronto gets out of the first round of the playoffs this year, it's going to be very, very difficult to go through our path for the Leafs because we're going to have to go through Boston. So I want Boston to get beat up. I need them to come down off their high horse.
So you just want to make sure the Leafs have an easy coasting way path, huh?
Yeah, of course. Of
A little
course.
bit easier than last year. At least we can try and make it easier than last year.
For sure. Yeah, Bernie, Pete and I did some games together. It was so much fun. And
Oh,
we
right.
got to keep each other awake, which was an added bonus.
So
Um,
which is a
Butter
bigger
hockey.
rivalry, the Boston and Leafs or Rangers and Leafs?
Boston. It's an
um,
original six thing.
so, well, it's kind of back and forth. So Montreal and Toronto, they're just different rivalries. Montreal and Toronto has always been the big rivalry. Boston was there, but I think it really got escalated several years ago with the whole playoff situation that happened where Toronto was up and they just collapsed. It was game 7. Toronto had, what was it, a 4-goal lead with like 5 minutes left to go in the game, and they just collapsed. Boston came back, they took the game, they won the game, and
We
that
don't
really
talk about
started
that game.
this huge rivalry.
We don't talk about that game.
Yeah, we don't talk about that
We
game
don't talk about that game.
at all.
Can we talk about the game that's about in a week and a half, or actually a week and 2 days?
What's in a week and a
On the 11th?
Yeah.
Oh yes, that will be rivalry night for sure.
Nashville.
Toronto's going to take on the Preds. That's going to be a whole lot of fun.
That's
As our
gonna be
man,
like that should be a breeze in the park for the Leafs.
Oh, Todd.
it should be.
Todd,
Yeah,
do not
and yes.
open the curse.
Bernie, you are 100% correct. The Detroit Toronto rivalries from back in the
Oh,
day were the
back
best.
in the day.
When they were in
was
that same
huge
division, those were the best. So it was
Is
just
that like
just
the
absolutely.
Red Sox and Yankees rivalry?
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Here, come and say hi.
Hi
Who we got?
guys.
Noah!
I know.
Hey you.
What up, little
Hey,
dude?
nobody told me it was pajama day.
Well,
Love
I have
it.
to get changed later because I have hockey practice, but
You have practice or you have a game?
yeah, practice. Games are on Saturdays.
Oh.
And if you don't go to practice, you can't play in the game, right?
Yeah, I already missed a few.
It happens.
All right.
It happens.
See you, buddy.
Tie your skates tight.
There you go. Gavin, what's going on? Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins are way too good. They're looking good right now. Listen, they're not looking like the older team. These guys are playing good. And Malkin right now, man, he's just a beast. He's big, he's strong. He's got the Yarmer Yager bug where if he plays like this, he could play forever. It looks like.
I think Yama Yager has to play a game on his birthday. Like that'll just, and they can bring out a giant cake in the middle of the ice. Like that would just be too funny.
That would be awesome. It would be very, very cool.
That'd be very
But
cool.
you think with the Bruins playing, the score would be a lot different.
No.
Not just 1-0.
Yeah, I kind of thought it would. Bernie mentioned it earlier. They're a big third period team, and they seem to be putting on a lot of pressure at the end of that second period. So we'll have to see if they can continue that and mount this big comeback here in the third.
They're two pretty.
And Sam, can we please mention that Lucas has tickets to go see Star Wars Wednesday?
Oh, awesome! I'm sorry, I missed it. What Star Wars? What?
It's a Star Wars event that he's going to. I think at the. I missed where it was, but they're playing. I think they're doing a whole live thing of The Empire Strikes Back. I think if I got that right, Lucas.
Oh, very cool. Well, have fun, Lucas.
Live event. It sounds very cool.
Yeah, have fun, Lucas. Cool. That will be a tremendous amount of fun. I'm sure. Anytime you go do Star Wars with the live music stuff, it's pretty cool.
I'm not
Although
surprised.
Star Trek is better.
These are two big teams. I mean, I'm not surprised that the score is pretty tight.
Yeah.
I was expecting a big
Pittsburgh, the Penguins are pretty good too. Then
they're okay. They're not having a great year. They're sitting 8th in the Eastern Conference, but they have a ton of talent. Cal McCarr, what's going on?
How do they play
Maker,
hockey that well with it when they only have Finns?
Nice. The Pens are not too good at holding the lead, even though they are my number 1 team. They will blow it. All right, the confidence is showing there, Cal.
Sound like a Leaf fan. You sound like a Leaf fan. Yeah,
so
I got up the next day. We were winning 3-0 against Arizona, and then we lost 6-3. Is that I was trying to compute that mathematically, and I couldn't. The equation. Did I forget to carry the 2? I couldn't figure out the equation.
Isn't that the game you left early or something? So it's your fault they lost.
No,
Apparently.
we saw that game till the end. It was the junior game. We left early to jump over to the
Oh, okay.
excuse me, to the
Yeah.
Canada game.
Yep.
I agree. Boston is second favorite team after Toronto, but I still want the Penguins to win just because this year Boston and Toronto is gonna get crazy come playoffs. Yeah, I hope 23 is the year. And Kale says the Pens are my favorite team. They cannot hold the lead. Yep. So we all have a lot of confidence in all of our teams when it gets down there.
We all know you can have the lead. It's keeping the lead.
Well, I want to say something right now, but I know if I say it, Dallas is going to yell at me for jinxing it, and so I'm going to keep it to until the Stanley Cup.
Okay. That's funny.
Don't you dare.
Are you going to remember come the Stanley Cup what you wanted to say?
I
Get
should.
your-
I wear their shirt every time they play now.
Okay.
You have to write it in the book. You have to write it in the book.
Write it in the book. That's right. That's right.
Oh, speaking of things in the books, if you haven't subscribed, we need to get to 7,500 subscribers before the end of the Stanley Cup. No, before the end of the regular games, right?
No, end of the Stanley Cup. When the Stanley Cup is handed out, that's where
Okay.
we wanna be at.
Because if you want to see Sam have ice cream and whipped cream and chocolate syrup and all that on his head, we need to get him to 7,500 subscribers.
Yeah, great. Thank you for pushing that.
That's
I
just
will say though, oh, and it happened. Pens versus Bruins. The Pens had a couple goal lead, lost. Same scenario. Okay, so you never know. Joshua coming in with the subscribe. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Canterbury Court as well. So let me
helping out. See?
let me say this.
Let's go.
There it is, Joshua coming in. We had an absolutely incredible 2022. I was looking at the numbers. When
Let's go.
when we started 2022, we were at like 200 and something subscribers. Call it 250. It was like 230, whatever it was. Call it 250 when we started 2022. Right?
So in less than a year, you got over 4,000 almost?
Yeah, almost just under 4,000. Tyler, what's going on? Canada, Slovakia, 6:30. We'll be here for that. I hope you will be too.
Going to the
So
game.
it was an absolutely gangbuster year for us. December was our biggest month. Almost, I got to compare it to June because June was our biggest month of playoffs last year. I think December was very close to beating it. I got to go back and do an instant replay on those numbers. But every month over month had been bigger and bigger and bigger, and we really, really appreciate all the support. So we're getting there. I look forward to this year to continue to grow. And yes, as Triton said, we're trying to get to that, that 7,500 marker by the time the Stanley Cup is handed out. When I look at all the there's websites out there that do projections and forecasts and all this. They take your numbers and look at the algorithms. They say we're going to be there by the end of May. The Stanley Cup doesn't get handed out till sometime in June. So if we continue on the trajectory we're gonna get there. And it's gonna be incredible.
But we got to get there without going over.
Well, we can go over. It's okay because at 8,000.
Oh, if you go over, then I got to do it.
That's right. At 8,000. Oh no, wasn't it 7,000 me, 7,500 you, and 8,000 both of us?
Yeah. So 7,000 for Sam, 7,500 for me, and 8,000 all three of us.
So we want to get to 8,000. Let's say if we get to 8,500, it's only Dallas. Wait, Dallas is that way.
There we go. Okay. So
okay,
awesome. There
everybody take back your subscriptions until the summer. Everybody take them back.
No. So
and then subscribe in July. Everybody subscribe in July.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We have some big things planned for the back half of this year. We're going to take a little bit of time off in February. We're going to stream. We're going to do something for the All-Star break. We're going to do something. Then we're going to have a bit of time off. And then when we come back, it's going to be nonstop for the push towards the end of the season. And of course, into the playoffs. And during playoffs, if you missed what we did last year during the playoffs, we streamed almost every single day. We followed the Leafs. That was our primary series. We picked up some other series to do. and then literally the last 2 rounds. Well, I guess the last. No, the Leafs got eliminated, so it was round 2 and round 3. We were going every day, east and west, east and west. Chandler, hello. Chandler making his appearance.
Hi, Chandler. I know if we get another battle of Alberta, that the playoffs will get crazy.
Yeah,
if we get another one of those.
It will be. It'll be absolutely crazy. It's going to be so much fun. We're gonna wait and see if Toronto can get out of the first round. If they can't, we'll see who we're gonna follow. Last year, just the way it worked out, we ended up following Tampa Bay Lightning all the way through, which was pretty wild because they played Toronto, which we did, and then they ended up going to play Florida, and Florida Panthers are my number 2 team, so we did that series. And then we just ended up following Tampa Bay right through their playoff run. So it was crazy how that worked out.
So, what are you speaking of Tampa Bay? Because that was one of the Leafs' big downfall last year. What do you predict this year when they have to meet each other?
So
they might not have to meet Tampa. Who knows?
There's some weird conspiracy theories going on between Toronto and Tampa. We all know Toronto, got suckered with really bad officiating in that series.
Yeah, we don't talk about those games.
We don't talk about that. The first game, the game they played earlier this year, again, had some really, really poor calls. So it just seems to be this thing that's going on with bad officiating in that game. And the officiating seems to be getting worse as this season is going on as well. So
bad.
Toronto, I think, has the better skilled team, but it totally depends on which team shows up. Kind of what's happening today. Boston is a very skilled team, but right now their stars aren't showing up. That's what happens in Toronto is Matthews goes quiet, Tavares goes quiet. And to win hockey consistently, and especially in a series, you need scoring from all your lines. You can't just have your top line or your top 2 lines scoring. You need the bottom 6. You need those guys to do their job and get the occasional goal. And that's not really what's been happening. So when we meet Tampa Bay again, if they can get everything rolling, I think they have all the tools in their tool case to beat Tampa. I think they have all the tools to beat any team right now. It just depends on who shows up.
If Matthews goes somewhere else, Sam, we're chaining ourselves to the Air Canada Center.
That's right.
So that's a lot. I was doing the math. That was a lot of money. That's a lot. That's the rumor.
Million a year.
It is a rumor, but that's a lot of money.
And I don't know. It would be just crazy because there's no way if they turn around and say, okay, Austin, we're going to give you $15 million. Well, then, Marner's going to want more. Nylander's deal is up at the same time, and he's getting, what is he's like 6.5 right now. He's going to want,
more.
9 or 10 million. So they're not going to be able to keep Matthews, Marner, Tavares, and Nylander together. No. Something has to go. Somebody's going to have to go to support the others. Do you make that trade, and which one do you trade? Because we know what Marner did. He had that crazy streak. He was playing really well.
Nylander,
Nylander right now is arguably our best player on the team. He's cracked 20 goals. Tavares is the captain. He hasn't been great, but in spurts, he goes hard. So it's going to be interesting. Maybe Tavares is the guy you move out. I don't know.
Tough call.
Do you move him out and put the C on Matthews? And that's kind of Matthews. Hey, we can't give you 15 million. We'll give you 13, but we'll make you the captain. It's going to be interesting to see. Mike, what's going on?
I don't know.
Brian, hello.
Worth $1 million less bucks.
Who is the captain right now? I know that's a stupid question, but
John Tavares. He is the captain.
Oh no, it should be Matthews or Bunting. Period. That's it. I mean,
Bunting.
No,
Bunting.
John Tavares is a good leader. He did at that ceremony game with all of the Hall of Fame players. John Tavares specifically went to the door and shook all of their hands as they were going back to their seats. He immediately did that. He's been a great leader. Yeah. I mean, he's having a bit of off time with the playing, but he's been a great leader.
Yeah, and listen,
maybe they should go with Noah to his hockey practice then.
There you go. You bring up Michael Bunting. Michael Bunting, you know, this is the last year of his deal. He's making $950,000. So he's going to be looking for about 3 or 4 million next year to re-sign. And I don't know where they're going to find this money, because you also have Kerfoot is an unrestricted free agent. They'll probably let him go. Pierre Engvall is an unrestricted free agent after this year. David Kempf is an unrestricted free agent. Zach Aston Reese is an unrestricted free agent. Holmberg is a restricted free agent. And Dryden Hunt is an unrestricted free agent. And those are just the forwards.
The Leafs could lose half their team.
They potentially they could be having to find replacement parts.
They could.
So it's going to be real interesting.
There could be a lot of movement in the next for this season to next season. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting. All right, intermission is coming to an end. What are your predictions? Where do you think this is going to go? Dallas, let's start with you. Who's going to take this one?
Oh, I think it'll go 2-0. I think Crosby's going to get one. Just for you, CeeLo.
You think Crosby's going to get it on? He's going to give the kiss out to CeeLo after he scores that goal?
Yeah, another golden goal for Crosby.
So
Dallas, you got to give the dude props for the golden goal. Give the dude props for that.
There you go. Dallas is going 2-0 Pittsburgh. Triton, where are you going?
I'm going to go with my Bash brother CeeLo, and I'm going to say it's going to be 2-1 Bruins.
2-1 Bruins. All right. Ian, thank you coming in. The 1 month anniversary. You are very welcome.
Yay.
Thank you for all the support. I'm going to say there's going to be a lot of goal scoring this period. I'm going to go 3-2 Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a lot of goals.
Cal is going Boston's going to win this one. What do you guys think? What do you think the predictions are going to be? Brian says Leafs are going to win the cup in 23. Camden, how's it going? Welcome in.
I like the way you think, Brian.
Wait.
Brian.
I was going to say that, but if I said that, Dallas would have yelled at me.
George is going Boston 4-1. Wow. 4-1. Joanna, Pittsburgh 3-1.
I don't see them getting that many goals the way the first two periods have been, but they might.
Well, like Bernie said, Boston pours it on in the third, so let's see what they're going to do.
It's going to be good. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here at the second intermission as we're hanging out with Dallas Hockey Girl and AAU Triton. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in. Let's see if we can get up to 100 likes here by the end of the game. We're at 83 currently. I know 84 is what you see.
About ready to leave. I'm about to hit my X to hang up. Sam, you didn't do your 30 like shimmy, by the way. Or 50 like shimmy, so now you got to do a shimmy one.
Oh, yeah.
So what? Oh, there's Lucas redeeming chair. Why don't we do it together? Let's shimmy to end the second period intermission. We'll bring it in. We'll get the shimmy going to celebrate 80 likes on the board. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Yay.
There it is. Little like shimmy. All right, we've got Dallas recorded. That's going to be the next short coming out. Dallas fades away.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming and hanging out as always.
Have a good day, chat.
All right, there go our guests at the intermission. Lots of fun. Whoops. There we go. Appreciate Dallas and AAU Triton hanging out. If you don't know, AAU Triton has a site, a YouTube page of his own, a YouTube channel. Definitely go check it out. He does some incredible stuff. Don't go 28-4-4 without going hard the last second on the clock. That's right. The tie goal Buffalo scored against Boston the other day was sweet. Said dump their own blue line. A flying tuck. All right, here we go. It's game time. Let's get back over to the game screen. We got an icing call right, or no, they're still battling. I thought I heard a whistle. Here comes Boston. Quick jump right out of the gun. Marchand flying down. That's going to be offside. And they're going to blow this one down. So let me update the number. Thank you, everybody who's come in and subscribed at the intermission. Really appreciate that, helping us get up over 41-40. So I'm a huge Cal McCarr fan, number 8 on the Avs. He's my favorite player, best D-man in the league. I agree with you. He absolutely has been gangbusters for Colorado. One of the bright stars for sure in this game. Cal McCarr is incredible. Pittsburgh long pass. They're going to move up and out of the zone. Boston grabs it, turns it over. In the neutral zone, they have it. Sidney Crosby on the likes, 87 likes on the board. 13 away, hit that like button. Back behind the net. Pittsburgh with the puck. They're going to start to move it up. Here they come. Long pass all the way down. Lucas dropping the wave, so let's get the wave hands going. I'll count it down, and we'll get the wave going. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's the wave time. Back around. Thank you. I was going to ask. We got a penalty coming up, and there's a trip. It looks like Pittsburgh now is going to get a chance back on the power play. Is it Grizzlick who's going? So Zucker coming around. Grizzlick with the slew foot. That gets picked up by the official. Grizzlick is going to be going. Camden, right now, the gambling game is exclusive to all of our channel members. So one of the privileges of being a channel member is they get that in-chat game. They get to play along. But you are earning points for being here, and doing exclamation points will show you what you have, and you'll be able to use those points to bring the redemptions on screen. There it is. The hands are going. The virtual wave is going. Let's go. Here comes Pittsburgh starting it. They're going to bring it down into Boston zone. We're waiting to see if Boston can pick up. Pittsburgh on the power play. Getting it back. Boston able to get it out. Pittsburgh has to go back and set it up. Here come the Pens. Starting to step over the blue line and working their way in. Ian, you should be able to, yes. If you do exclamation mark gamble followed by the number of points you want to gamble, it should work for you. Playing it up and around. Coming back all the way out and down. Here comes Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh working it over. Now, all those who were gifted channel memberships, if you were gifted a channel membership, you should still be able to gamble. For those memberships that have expired, until it is removed, you will still have that privilege. So if it hasn't been removed yet, you can still get a few last-minute gambles in there. So we got 50 seconds left on the clock. Pittsburgh hasn't really been able to get anything really going. Dave's going for the Pens. Welcome in, Dave. Puck is dropped. Pittsburgh brings it back. They're sitting with a 1-0 lead. Playing it all the way back. Here comes the Pens. They're getting going. Pittsburgh now going from left to right. Bringing it all the way down, rolling it into the Boston zone. Russ trying to get in there. Going to play it around on the sideboards. Picked up. Oh, Triton redeeming a freeze. Coming around Pittsburgh. Passing it back and forth. 20 seconds remaining now in the power play. Pittsburgh walking out of the corner. Sharp angle shot. Allmark makes a nice save. Bobbled it. Carter was trying to whack it out of the air there, but Allmark's going to grab it. Allmark has a couple quick words for Carter, and they share a quick laugh. A little exchange. So welcome in. Thanks for joining us. What a game it's been. Pittsburgh has a 1-0 lead. They've definitely been the better team so far in this game. Carter just misshot that. He had an opportunity to go 5-hole. Instead, tried to go up and put it right into Allmark's chest. Pittsburgh going to win the puck, moving it around. Nancy Drew coming in with the follow. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Going to pass this up. Here it comes. All the way down the ice. Back in the corner. Boston playing it to the point. Holding it on the line. Yes, just barely. Putting it in. High slot. Quick shot. That's going to go just wide as Pasternak puts it just over the net. Another play. Puck coming out in front. Boston putting it in. Looking for the jam play. And that's grabbed by DeSmith. If you missed it, earlier today we talked about a pasta artist that was found in Boston and made a statue out of spaghetti shaped like David Pasternak. He was quite impressed by it. Of course, Bobby Orr there today in the crowd having a good time. He took the inaugural puck shot as they tried to mimic the first pitch. Camden, the heist is like a little game where you go on a little adventure. It's a little adventure game, and some people make it out with points. Some people do not. Back around. Boston's going to play it back and forth. Here comes Boston. Carrying it down. Stepping over the line. It's stolen by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh bringing it out. The power play has expired. Working back around. Putting it down deep. Pittsburgh has it in the Boston zone. Boston's going to pick it up. Here they come. The Bruins on their way. Stepping it up over the line. And whoa, the feed just went crazy. Boston's going to dump it down. Both teams making changes here. We got just about 15 and a half minutes to go. All the Boston fans are waiting for the Bruins to explode with their third period offense. Boston can't get it out. Pittsburgh has it there. Malkin, side of the net. He's going to bring it back down to the point. Pittsburgh's going to send this one deep. And that's going to be deflected up and into the mesh. As Allmark looked behind him, wasn't sure where that puck had gone. Boston has come all the way back, though. Shots are just about equal, 22-20. So nice set of playing here by the Penguins to hold this game ahead. But Boston starting to get shots on net. And you know what happens once you start getting shots on net? Greater scoring opportunities. So Allmark, the strap on the top of Allmark's helmet had popped off. The linesman trying to put it back on and getting that one down. I think Heist can be joined by anybody. It is a low key and a boarding game. It is playing all around the boards. It's a dump and chase type of game. Very boring. Very slow paced game. But the goaltenders have had to be hot. They've had to be solid. Pittsburgh's going to win the draw. Back to the point. Sending it down around. Crosby misses the puck. He's going to pick it up. He's going to send it back the other way. Pittsburgh still with it behind the net. Gunsel with it. Trying to come out in front. Can't do it. They're going to have to circle around. Rust got it behind the net. Crosby has it. Crosby going back around to the point. 15 minutes left now to go. Back to Crosby. Tries to circle it around. Pittsburgh is just playing a tight perimeter game. Gunsel gets in on the hit. He's going to get hit again. Boston comes away with the puck. Going to play it up to Marchand. Marchand tries to put it across, but Sidney Crosby's there to pick it out of the air. Crosby's going to dump this one right back into Boston territory and right on Allmark, as Allmark had to slow this one down. Camden, this is coming from Fenway Park in Boston. Here comes the Bruins. They're going to bring it in, top of the circle, putting it into the slot. That hits a skate and goes just wide. 10 likes away from 100. If you haven't hit that like button, give it a clickety click, click, click. And we got a tripping call coming up. Pittsburgh does not like that. Dumlin is screaming. The coach is screaming. Nobody likes this on Pittsburgh. So let's see the replay. There's been some bad calls in this game so far. We're waiting to see. I want to see the replay. The last call on Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's a good call. This one is a good call. I'll take that. Huge power play for the Bruins. Who knew they would make a baseball field into a hockey rink? It's very cool. They did a great job. So Boston on the power play. 2 minutes or less. Let's see what they can do. Boston wins it. They bring it back. Working it around. Brian Dumoulin. He got the tripping call. McAvoy sending it down deep. Hall puts it across. Pittsburgh picks it up, and they're going to flip it out and down the ice. Great job by the Penguins. Malo, what's going on? Come on, Boston. Bastian, welcome in. Here comes Boston again, setting it up, trying to get it down low. Pittsburgh picking it up. They can't get it out. It's held in at the side. Nice play there by Zaka. Coming across, quick shot. That's going to go to the corner. Boston starting to get some opportunities. Playing it back. Coming across. Back to the point. Sitting over McAvoy. Nice little passing there in Pittsburgh yet again. They pick this up and down the ice it goes. 1 minute to go on the Boston power play. Camden, depending on when they play, we're waiting to see the Canada schedule. Canada plays tonight. The Leafs play tomorrow. Here comes Boston working it down. They're still holding it in. Sending it around. Let's go Pens, Joanna says. Lindholm passes it back. Quick shot. Deflection just over the shoulder. In the corner, Pasternak. He's battling there. 30 seconds to go on this power play. Pittsburgh's been doing a great job. Coming around far side. Boston can't hold it in. 20 seconds to go. What a great kill for the Penguins. Here comes Boston. We see what's about to happen. Pasternak stick handling through. Drops it off at the point. Coming around. Here's Boston. They shoot. Wow. Really delayed. Coming back around. 1 second. The power play has expired. They're at even strength. Boston, side of the net. Wrap around. They score. Jake DeBrusk scores. Boston ties it up. 1-1 is the score with 12 minutes left. Jake DeBrusk just manages to put this one in. Nice little move. That was a Tage Thompson style goal. DeBrusk coming out, walking out the side of the net, wraps it in, sweeps it through. We are in a whole new ball game live at Fenway Park. Tied 1-1. So let's see if Boston can continue the pressure. The third period team is proving that they are indeed the third period team. Here come the Bruins. They're going to work their way up. Here they come again, walking down into Pittsburgh territory. Pittsburgh held the lead for the second period. The first period ended tied at zeros. Stolen by Dumoulin. Here comes Pittsburgh. They're going to play it up. Not deep. They can't get it deep into Boston zone. Here come the Bruins. They're going to flip it up. They make no mistake. They put it down deep. Here come the Pens trying to get it out. They do, but Boston is really controlling this play here in the third period. Side of the net, Pittsburgh can't even move it into Boston's territory. Marchand carries it in, kicks it out. Here comes Foligno, puts it in down low, gets it back. Bergeron side of the net. Wow, he gets about 8 whacks before he's taken down as Boston trying to stuff it in the side of the net. Boston coming in strong. They got the crowd behind them. They're feeling it. And of course, the network's going to go to a commercial break and take some of the steam out of the Bruins. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. And if you're just joining us, thanks for coming in. What a finish we're in for here at Fenway Park. It is tied at ones with 11:11 left on the clock. And so as you're coming in, hit that like button. We are 8 likes away from 100. And hit that subscribe. We're also 8 likes away from 4150. So thanks so much for all the support today. It's been an incredible game. A little slow, but some good chances by both teams that they've been working back and forth. We've been having a lot of fun. Now, we will be right back at 6:30. That's right, an hour, just over an hour and a half from now. We'll be back live for Team Canada versus Slovakia in the World Junior Hockey Tournament, the World Junior Classic that's been going on. The quarterfinals are today, and Canada taking on Slovakia. It's going to be a good game. Canada has been really ripping in that tournament. Connor Bedard ready to break the Canada goal scoring record and the Canada point scoring record. Now in that tournament today, ongoing in the quarters, Czechia had beaten Switzerland 9-1. Sweden has taken down Finland 3-2. And the USA is ahead of Germany 3-0. And that is at the end of the first period. So the World Junior Tournament going on has been absolutely incredible to watch. Some spectacular hockey. Host, are you ordering pizza for all of us for the 6 o'clock game? Wouldn't that be funny? Virtual pizza for all. Bruins have been up a level this period. Yes, they have. They absolutely have. Do you think Canada will win be in the finals this year? Lucas, Canada's been playing great hockey. So if they continue up this pace, I'm sure they will be looking mighty fine. The games, we're waiting for the matchups to come out for Wednesday to see who's going to be playing the early game, who's going to be playing the late game. So depending on what happens Wednesday, we may or may not be able to call the game. And then the finals, it looks like the finals are going to be taking place on Thursday at 6:30. So we may have to do some double duty, Leafs and Canada both in a single game. All right, back in game action here in Boston. Picked up in the corner. Boston has it, working around the sideboards. They're going to come out. Here comes Boston, trying to feed it out to Pasternak. Pasternak working his way through. Coming through. Brad Marchand extends his point streak with that Boston goal. So a nice save there by the Pens goalkeeper to Smith. Thank you, new subscriber coming in. And thank you, the likes. 5 likes away now. Waiting to see who is going to come out on top in this game here today. So after? Okay. All right. We are coming back. The crowd is pumped. The action is flying. New subscriber coming in. Thank you so much. 4144 on the board. 99 likes on the board. And here come the Penguins. The Penguins backhanding it in right on net, and that's grabbed and held. A lot of whistles here in the first half of the third period. Dallas girl, here's my chicken parm. That's funny. All right, have fun. You going to get dressed?
Yep.
All right. Gotta get ready for practice. 10:26 to go here in the third period. It's a tie game. Boston has now taken the lead in shots. What do you get for winning a duel? Camden, when you win a duel, you get the other person's points. So you actually get to take points away. Who does everybody think will win this game? Yeah, let's see. It's going to be a close one. Coming around, Boston with the puck. They're going to go high off the boards. In the corner, trying to get it out. They can't. Now they can. Pittsburgh, though, trying to come up. Here comes Boston. They're working in. Long pass, tried to get it across. They're battling hard. Dumlin's going to come in for Pittsburgh. Picks up the puck. Going to send it around. Pittsburgh's going to use the boards, and they get it out. Coming through. Malkin kicks it over. Here's a quick shot by Pittsburgh. That's going to be deflected over in the side. Nice attempt there by the Pens. Pens just holding it in. Working through, coming down in front, and that hits the Boston defender in front. It dropped right down, but Pittsburgh couldn't pick up the puck. Kapanen was so close. Gonna squeeze out. Pittsburgh's gonna roll right back in. It's Raquel. He takes a shot, and that stopped and steered aside. Pittsburgh making the Boston goalie Allmark have to move laterally. Boston's gonna pick it up behind the net. They're gonna bank this one around. Clifton trying to get it out. Can't do it. Can't get it past Pittsburgh. Foligno's coming in to give some help, but Pittsburgh just really strong. Pittsburgh maintains possession. They go back to the point. 9 minutes to go. Here's Pittsburgh, side of the net, working through. Pittsburgh coming through, excuse me. They're going to get it up the boards. Pittsburgh turns around. They dump it right in. Caught Boston on a line change. They put this one down deep. In the corner. There we are, 100 likes. Thank you, everybody. Another little shimmy for 100 likes. What do I say? So if you win the duel, Camden, when you win the duel, it automatically awards you points. Boston putting it in, has it down in Pittsburgh zone. Battling on the sideboards. Pittsburgh player is dumped there, no call. Boston with the puck. Going to play it around to the open side. Picking it up is Grizzly. Grizzly's going to put it in. And they got a call as they come in just offside. Oh, sorry, excuse me, the post. The net has come off, so it is blown down. Wow, Boston definitely has stepped up a level. They've been on the attack. They've been looking real good. They're going to go to a commercial break. And Pittsburgh just really, really coming on super strong here in this third period. Just as Bernie called it, Bernie said they were going to come in here, they were going to wake up and get going. And that's exactly what they have been doing. So they're at a commercial break. If you're just coming in, if you're new here, my name is Sam. Welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging out and finding us. Come join us at 6:30 tonight as we're back. An hour and a half from now, we are back for Team Canada taking on Slovakia in the quarterfinals of the Winter Classic. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. Dwight, what's going on? Welcome and calling the Bruins in OT. Are we really going to see overtime today? Is this going to be an OT game? Let's see. What do you guys think? Drop it in the chat. Yes or no. Overtime or no overtime? Just put a Y for overtime or an N for no overtime. What do you think? Right now, the way it's going is it seems like it could be. Forget the virtual pizza chicken parm for everybody. Yeah. We're going to have to do some dinner on the fly during the Canada game. Maybe a little after. 6:30, 7:30, 8:30 it should end. We'll have to see. Merrill's going yes for overtime. Morgan says no. Bernie, other game in Fenway Park went to overtime with Marco Sturm winning an OT for Boston. Well, then overtime is in the cards. Marco Sturm is not in the lineup tonight, however. Wouldn't that be something? Can you imagine if a player, Winter Classic, the first time repeating in the same venue, and if it was the same player that scored the overtime goal for each? That would be pretty wild. All right, game is back in motion. Working down low. Boston stopped around the sideboards as Joseph couldn't get through. Well, I keep mixing up the numbers. Charlie McAvoy couldn't get through. Cycling around. Here's Marchand. Looking like a little bulldog. He's going to take a shot. That gets knocked down. Pittsburgh can't get there as Marchand is really quick on his stick. McAvoy has the puck. He's going to get it up to Marchand, and Marchand is going to hammer this one in. Back in the corner for Pittsburgh to pick it up. 7.5 to go here. Isn't he coaching in Germany? I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. Here they come around. Pittsburgh cycling it around, just holding it in. Sideboards, putting it through. Boston steals it. Pittsburgh can't keep it in. It comes out. Boston with possession now. OT tonight. Lucas is calling OT. They're battling hard. Boston with it. Side of the net. Trying to throw it in front. Can't. Cycling around. Boston plays it back, but it comes out of the zone. 7 minutes to go here in this hockey game. And we are tied at ones. Kasperi Kapanen for the Penguins and Jake DeBrusk for the Boston Bruins, your goal scorers. Here's Boston. They're going to roll it in as they're going to make some changes. Actually, Sturm is head coach in Ontario AHL Kings farm team. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Working it back around. This is going to come down. Pittsburgh with it. They're trying to set it up. 6.5 now. Time is ticking faster and faster as these teams are playing hard. Both goalies looking exceptional. Here come the Bruins with the puck. They're going to play it ahead. Walking in is Foligno. Foligno going to play us to the corner. Picked up by Coyle. Charlie Coyle with it. He's going to reverse it down. Nobody can get the puck to the front of the net. Everyone's just playing a perimeter game right now. Zaka back to Foligno. Going to get tipped to the point. Here's a shot from the Bruins point, and it's a broken stick. A rebound comes out. Oh, I thought that was in the net. Holy cow, how did that stay out? The Bruins coming within an inch or two. We're going to have to see the replay there as DeSmith somehow kept that puck out of the net. Hey, Jacob, what's going on? Yes, sir. We will be doing that. The Leafs and the Blues tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Back in the corner. Pittsburgh trying to get it out. Here comes the Pens. 5.5 to go. Uh-oh, Pittsburgh goes to dump this in and hits the Bruins player, I think, in the face. McAvoy took this puck right in the face The officials are going to blow it down right away. He looks to be okay, other than the black paint smudged along his face. Thank you, new subscriber, coming in. We're now 3 away from 4150. So if you're just coming in, hit that subscribe so you can come back and join us tonight and all week long. As we have Canada and Slovakia tonight, the Blues and the Maple Leafs tomorrow. Then Wednesday could be the semifinals for the World Junior Classic. Thursday night, we're going to have a 2-1, it looks like. We got the Leafs and the Seattle Kraken. We're going to have 2 giveaway, well, 1 for sure, potentially 2 Amazon gift card giveaways Thursday night to a lucky subscriber. And it could also be the World Junior Gold Medal game. So we might be doing a 2-1 stream. That'll be a lot of fun. There it is. New subscriber coming in, 2 away. Thank you all so much for the support today. It's been great watching these two teams go to battle for the Winter Classic. The NHL has done a remarkable job at Fenway Park. They have a great turnout. The crowd's looking good. They're in this game. I just wish the game was a little bit more exciting. Daniel, how's it going? Welcome in. Come on, Boston. We're technically home. Technically home, yes. They've been coming on this third period. They've been looking really good. They just haven't been able to turn that corner. So close, but yet so far. So where's my pen? I gotta make a quick note here. There it is. Lucas dropping the freeze. Oh, all right, we'll get the freeze on. That's right. With your points, you get to call out commands and have some fun. Game's coming back in. There we are, 49. Thank you, coming in. 1 subscriber away from 4150. Really appreciate all the support. Game is back on. It was no goal. Pittsburgh managed to keep it out. So here they come. Long pass off the boards. Boston picking it up. Just about 5 minutes to go. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Square off the post. It was so close. It took that hop. Here's Pasternak's shot. That's going to get knocked down. And there we go. 4150. Thank you all so much. This is all the way down. Pittsburgh working into the Boston zone. Quick shot. Redirected off the blocker into the corner. Pittsburgh's going to hold it in the other side. Clock is ticking. Boston picks up the puck, trying to move it out. Here they come. 3-on-2 for the Bruins. Working it in. Pass across. Little toe drag. Nice defensive play. Wow. Who was that? Somebody went down and blocked Taylor Hall beautifully. I think it was Dumlin that went down. Here's Raquel trying to sweep in front. Boston working their way again. Oh, Triton dropping the redeem again. The cheer. That means I got to cheer for the Bruins. As much as I can't stand the Bruins, I'm going to have to cheer for them now. Here come the Bruins. And it goes up and over the glass. Yeah, Rudwell with an amazing defensive play there. Absolutely incredible. Dropping down, stopping that play. As Boston was coming in, they were poised to score on that 3-on-2. Let's go, Pens. Michael wants those Pens to get going. 4 minutes left to go. 4 minutes left to go. It's 1-1. 27-25 are the shots on net. Playing the puck around. Behind the net. Here they come. Boston trying to get out there. They can't do it. Triton wants a wave. Let's get the wave going on. We're going to count it down. Evanator.
Let's go.
Welcome in. Villain coming in with the subscribe. Thank you very much. Let's count down the wave. Get the wave hands ready. 3, 2, 1. Hey! Get the hands going. Get the wave hands going. Hey, we love the virtual wave here. Here's Boston with the puck. Little back and forth action. Here comes Boston. JB, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. You came in at the right time. The virtual wave is in effect. Evanator wants the Bruins to go. Bruins is getting their opportunities. So is Pittsburgh. 3 minutes left to go here. Pittsburgh with the puck. Gonna play it back. Quick shot. That's gonna go just wide. Pittsburgh coming in, trying to kick it to the stick. They can't do it. Boston's gonna turn the corner. Hey, the wave is flying. In the corner, Bergeron. He can't get there. Ruda's gonna play it up. Pittsburgh gonna chip it down. This is gonna roll in. They're gonna go and exchange some players. We're in for a wild finish here, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Boston. Putting it in. Here comes all walking in front. They score. Taylor Hall. The Boston Bruins. Boston lighting the lamp. DeBrusk. Taylor Hall gets it all the way down and in, and DeBrusk puts it in. Holy cow, with 2:24 on the clock, Boston jumps ahead. Wow. Taylor Hall with the beauty of a move to drag it through. DeSmith makes the first pad off his left pad, and the rebound comes right out to DeBrusk, who is just fading away. The puck came right to him. The story was written for DeBrusk to score his second of the game, and he puts Boston up 2-1. Wow. The second of the game, the second of the period. It's DeBrusk 2, the Penguins 1. We got 2 minutes to go. Now don't blow a lead like they did Saturday against Buffalo. No overtime points today. Boston with the puck. They're going to get it down the ice. Pittsburgh's going to touch this up. Here they come. Pittsburgh. Let's go. All the way down. Here comes the goalie. The goalie has been pulled. Extra skater on for Pittsburgh. Boston, though, playing really aggressive. Pittsburgh has to bring the puck all the way down in their own end. Here it comes. Working their way up. Malkin with the puck. Look out. Pasternak is whacking at him. They're going to dump this down. Allmark's going to take a shot. Allmark shoots. Oh, and it's going to go just wide. Oh, Allmark coming so close to a goal. It's going to be an icing call. Wow, that would have been awesome. As Allmark shooting at the empty net. We haven't seen that in a long time. It was online. It just, when it hit the ice, it took a funny hop and just went wide. Allmark so close. Couple more subscribers coming in. Thank you so much. Wow. That would have been great to see Allmark score. Timeout called. Wow. Dallas, that would have been epic. All right, so what we're going to do for the last minute, we're going to turn off the attacker because that is ahead of the game, ahead of the feed. So we don't want it to be spoiled. All right, putting us up to 54. Thank you guys for coming in and subscribing. We'll be right back at 6:30 for Canada versus Slovakia. That's going to be a lot of fun. Then tomorrow night here on the channel, it's going to be the Maple Leafs and the St. Louis Blues in a rematch from just a couple of days ago. Both Swayman and Allmark have tried that now. Oh, it's so cool. I wish we saw some more goalies taking the opportunities. It's so awesome to see. Will he try it again? There's still 1:19 to go. Will he try it again? See you later, Noah. Good luck. Penguins rip it. Big shot off the glass. Pittsburgh has it in the zone, trying to set it up. Boston's going to steal it away. Can they get it down the ice? It comes out, but Malkin had peeled away from the blue line. Here's Pittsburgh. They have to bring it all the way back. Here they go.
Last minute of play in this period.
Boston with the battling the puck, getting it out of their zone. They have it in the neutral zone. They're going to send this down the ice. It's not going to be an icing call as Marchand gets the puck first. Boston taking a shot at the empty net. That gets blocked. Great play by Pittsburgh. Oh, Noah with the freeze. There's a quick freeze right at the end of the game. 30 seconds to go. Here comes Rust. He's going to send it up. Pittsburgh needs to move. They only got 30 seconds left. They're going to dump this one in. And this is a whistle. It's going to come out. Are they calling this icing? Oh, What an unfortunate call for Pittsburgh. Just didn't step in over the line. Raquel has to come all the way back. So Marchand with a great job on the forecheck. That actually should have been an interference call as Marchand takes out Raquel. The puck was not around them. So the officials, again, another blown call. 27 seconds to go. Crosby's going to win the draw. The goaltender had to come back to the net. Now DeSmith leaves. Here comes Pittsburgh again. They turn it over in the neutral zone. Very close to too many men on the ice. Boston's going to take a shot at the empty net. They miss. So that's going to be an icing call. Going to come into Boston territory with 12.6 seconds left to go. Lucas, please do not put outcomes in the chat until we have called them. Thank you. The game is not over yet. There's still 12 seconds left to go. Let's see. We got another timeout called. It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We got another timeout called. So there's some arguing because Boston's saying we didn't call a timeout. Pittsburgh already used their timeout, so there can't be a timeout called. Some confusion here on the ice. So a lot of confusion on the ice is Boston saying we didn't call a timeout. Pittsburgh can't call a timeout because they already did. Andy, how's it going? Welcome in. Here we go. Puck is dropped. Time is ticking away. Pittsburgh needs to get this one towards the net. They're going to run out of time. And did Pittsburgh score? The official saying no goal. Right at the buzzer. Let's see exactly what happened here. It was 10 seconds. It was a scramble. I want to see the replay of this play. Pittsburgh puts it in. The official says no with no time left on the clock. Are they going to go up and review this? Jake, how's it going? Bruins are good in the third period. They come back and win. Pittsburgh was able to put it in, but it was just a fraction of a second too late. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game. What a game this was. Let's refresh this. So it's officially going to be a final. 2-1. Boston takes it. Hockey for days. No goal. Bruins win. Right at the line. Pittsburgh put it in, but it was just after the zero call. Absolutely. The fireworks are going off. The players are shaking hands. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out today and hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. Hayden, thank you very much. We'll be back here tonight, 6:30. So in just over an hour, we will be back for Canada versus Slovakia in the quarterfinals of the World Juniors. So from all of us here at the Samwelb12 Experience, thanks for hanging out. Real quick, here are the goal scorers. Kasperi Kapanen from Heinen and Carter in the second. Then it was Jake DeBrusk, his 15th from Marchand and Grzelcyk in the third. Then Jake DeBrusk again for his 16th from Hall and Krejci. Shots on net, 29 for Boston, 27 for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh did win in the face-off circle. Both teams 0 for 3 on the power play. 31 hits for Boston, 19 for Pittsburgh, 18 block shots for the Penguins, 14 for Boston, and the game goes to the Boston Bruins. Congrats, Boston fans. Have a great night. We'll see you in just over an hour for Canada-Slovakia. From all of us here, take care. See ya. Let's go Canada.